get started, we give all the glory and honor to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
All right, double honors to our apostles and elders that are a great millstone out of New York. Right, Shalom to our sister Akim. Right, and again, another day at camp, we're here. Right, a lot of things has been happening, a lot of things is going to happen. So we want to get straight to it. Give me Matthew 13, start from the top. Matthew 13. All right, because a big announcement came out of from Apostle Tahar. What was it, yesterday? No new members in GMS. All right, so we're heading into a time that's going to lead to the famine of the word. That's going to lead to a lot of things, you know. Right, the value of the word going up. Right, so we're going to start with Matthew 13 and 1.
This is Matthew chapter 13 and verse 1. The same day went Yahushua out of the house and sat by the seaside, and great multitudes were gathered together unto him.
Yeah, so even Yahushua dealt with the same thing. Dealt with a great multitude of people coming out to listen to him. But you know what we're going to go into, most weren't sincere. Most weren't meet for repentance. Most weren't the elect. But nevertheless, the multitude was there. Keep going.
So that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore.
Yep, keep going.
And he spake many things unto them in parable, saying,
many parables, okay? The scriptures, that's how we speak it today. We're not creating the parables, we're just rereading them and giving the understanding. But matter of fact, when you get Romans 11 and 7, because we're speaking these same parables, but it's spiritual. Just because you can read it, you know, even in the same chapter, it gives the breakdown, but it doesn't matter. If you're not spiritually have the ears to hear it, then it's just basically bouncing off your head like the old video games, a little ball in the middle.
Yeah.
Pong, man. All right, the word is playing pong with you, but it's not you're not absorbing it. Okay, you got that?
I got it. This is Romans 11 and 7. What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for?
Yeah, so now everybody's spiritual. Everybody is woke. Everybody's looking for positive energy and the answers to living a happier life. So everybody's seeking the knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Really? Go ahead.
Okay. But the election have obtained it.
The election have obtained it. That's what we're going to read about in Matthew the 13th chapter. All right, keep going.
And the rest were blinded.
And the rest were blinded. That great multitude of people are blinded to the fact of what is really happening, what is going to happen, and what does it mean to you. Every time you go on social media, everybody's positive vibes, no bad energy. Nigga, you are the bad energy.
That's right.
If you don't return back to the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you are the bad energy. You are the problem. All right? Everybody with this whole, now everybody want to burn sage.
Right.
Everybody want to burn sage. Everybody want to eat alkaline, man.
Right.
But you still a demon. You just an alkaline demon.
Yeah, you got the women on social media. I know what you're talking about. They say there's one post popping your ass. And next quote, you talking about stones and sage and shit, man.
Sage and stones, but on the post before,
you know,
you was just sucking the hell out of a banana. This is the reality of our people. You know, our people are they want to be healthy like one day out the week, and then there's like next day they got a big slab of pork on their plate. All right, but that's you seeking for something, but the Lord throws those stumbling blocks right in your way. Matter of fact, keep going in that, because that's actually going to go into that.
Yeah. This is Romans 11 and 8. According as it is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber.
And these niggas will take all that positive shit, and then the first thing they do when they wake up in the morning is play nigga music like that.
Right.
It's a real, like, the work that I do, I work early, so I pick up people. Them niggas hate the music I play in the morning. And I'll cut the music down enough to hear their headphones. I'll be like, man, that's what you listening to at 6 in the morning? You know, just straight hood nigga music, man. But don't get me wrong, as a time go, you ain't off, but you are what you eat. What you bring into you, that the scriptures say, the abundance of man, it basically comes out. So if all you do is put negativity and bad stuff into you, how the hell do you think good's gonna come out of you?
Right.
The scriptures tell you that. You know, the scriptures tell us that how can a bad tree, an evil tree produce good fruit. Right? Keep going. Yep.
This is Romans 11 and 8. According as it is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see.
Yeah, these our people, 2/3 of our people are spiritually comparable. So you ever be driving your car on a road trip, and when that sleep kick in, you ain't getting that sleep monkey off you, man. It's over with. When you driving on the road and you feel that first bit of like, it's a wrap. That's Jake. That's 2/3 of our people. They basically are on a road trip trying to fight that sleep. The Lord already is.
And he said, go and tell his people, hear ye indeed, but understand not.
Yeah, they understand not. We try to give them the ways. How many times have we been? I know I personally, through the Spirit, have made countless videos calling out men in the state of Georgia. Get to these camps. Get out here. Come on. Stop playing. Now what? Now you are exclusively on the outside.
Yeah, through.
Because you hear, but you perceive not. You don't perceive the seriousness of it.
Dragging your knuckles.
You're dragging your knuckles, man. You know? That door shut, man, like an Indiana Jones. When they try to steal some treasure, it ain't no getting out. Right? Go on.
All right, continuing on, it says, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see you indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed.
So this scripture right here cuts the whole religion of Christianity. Because Christianity is all about everybody come. Everybody come in, come all is welcome. Short, tall, fat, white, black, gay, straight. Stank, smell good, just come. But the Lord put a spirit on a majority of his own people. So how the hell are you gonna sneak in these other nations?
Right.
It's not a chance, right? Keep going.
All right, verse 11. Then said I, Lord, how long?
How long, Lord? That's our question. We ask that same question. How long, Lord? Because we are true witnesses in the spirit, and we believe in the saving of souls. So we're like, Lord, when is our people really gonna get this word, man? Keep going.
Continue on, it says, I'll start from the top. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man.
Yeah, you people are going to be basically like Dave Chappelle in that episode where he ended up on the slave ships. And he was telling, every step along the way, he was saying how everybody else is effed up and how they messed up. And then what ended up happening? He was on that ship with shekels. And what he said, I fucked up. That's when a lot of you people are going to realize that it's too late. When you just witness your whole family be murdered right in front of you in a concentration camp. That's when Jake gotta learn. You can't learn when you can get in your car. Here it is. You can't get with the word and get with the work. Where it's peaceable right now. Sunny day, come out for a few hours, push the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, get back in your car, go home, eat some chicken, have some drinks. Hey, if it's not the Sabbath, deal with your woman. Right now, it's Gucci. But nah, Jake don't want to get it right now. Jake wanna be that guy that professor run. You know that the stereotypical scene of a professor running out of a building, papers falling all over the place, running around the curb, scooting and shit. That's when you want to get to work.
Lab coat flapping in the wind.
Lab coat flapping, glasses flying all over the place.
Get your fucking ass out my face, man.
Jake just got a, you know what Bernie Mac said?
Yep.
He said, I don't believe shit until I see shit. And he was on point with that. That's a real nigga mind frame.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't gonna believe Yahweh Shai is coming back until he's here.
Until he's actually here, that's right.
And when he's here, like the brother should come, he said, man, listen, the time is now to find the Lord. You don't want the Lord to find you. Because I promise you, when he come to find you, it ain't to shake your hand.
Right.
It's gonna be with a sword to chop your goddamn head off, man.
That's right.
Yeah, but bring it out, brother.
All right, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Oh yeah, them benefits. Jake is all about benefits, man. Jake don't want a job if it don't got benefits.
Yeah.
That's the main reason Jake, what if Jake says a good job? Oh, it's got benefits, 401k, healthcare, dental, eye care. All for you to still eat pork and smoke cigarettes. What good is those benefits? So we get Ecclesiastes 7:7. We're gonna go back to Matthew 13. Matthew 13 and Romans.
You might go fast.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead and finish it up.
Verse 11. And they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty,
Liberty. You got the. That's what I was just saying. We in the time now to get it. Get it while it's right now. Here it is. You could go to your favorite bookstore, go buy a Bible. Matter of fact, you don't even gotta go to the bookstore. Just go to a different website. Go to King James Online. Go to Bible Gateway. Go to Blue Letter Bible. Download the app.
Yep.
But a nigga will have Instagram app, Facebook app, Grubhub app. A nigga will have World Star Hip Hop app. But not the Bible. That's all because you're taking this liberty time in vain. You're making it void. And you think it's all fun and games until you are put in a situation where now you are considering eating your own goddamn child. This is what we're trying to warn you of.
That's right.
But no, you don't want to take heed. You want to be hard-headed. You want to be stiff-necked. We ain't got 40 years in the wilderness this go around. Yeah. Most High is going to street sweep this place, man. And a lot of you gonna find yourself in the street sweeps. You know, keep going.
Continuing on, it says, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Yeah, despise it. You watch the videos, you talk shit. You come by the camp, you talk shit. In our personal lives, you try to, hey brother, you know you're Israelite, you talk shit.
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Sabi said this, but really you should keep the Levitical laws. You talk shit. You scoff at the idea of us telling you that you're the most important people on the goddamn earth.
Might not come because he got to get some rides and
How do you talk shit to us uplifting you?
Yeah.
A nigga will go on his Instagram all day, every day, talking about positive vibes, upliftment. What is more uplifting than telling you that this book, this book that everybody has is about your black ass?
Yep.
What is more uplifting than that? The same book that is being used to destroy you is actually your most powerful weapon. Ah, hell nah, bro. Nah, I'm just gonna eat Dr. Sabi. It's all that's on my goddamn page right now. Dr. Sabi, man. With his all-fast diet. Man, fuck his diet, man.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
I know people probably scoffing at that.
Yeah.
Cause it's not realistic. This nigga wants you to be on a fruit and vegetable, not even all fruits and vegetables.
Like, you can't eat shit.
Just a certain amount of nuts, certain amount of vegetables.
That shit is impossible.
It's impossible.
And then what kind of life is that to live? You only eat fruit and nuts and shit, man. What kind of life is that, man?
Him. Dr. Sabi had it right.
You know?
Nigga, fuck his diet, man. I'm gonna eat this chicken, nigga. I'm gonna eat this chicken. I'm gonna eat this corn. I'm gonna eat this broccoli. All right, I'm gonna eat whatever the Lord says.
That's right. That's right.
Nigga. I'm gonna need this Dr. Sabi weirdo ass telling me to only eat nuts and Brussels sprouts.
Grass and shit.
Grass.
You tried to say garlic was no good.
Right. Fuck him, man.
Yeah, that nigga ain't. He don't know what the fuck going on.
He don't know what the hell is going on, but Jake eating that shit up. We just tell him, hey, Leviticus 11. All right, if it cheweth the cud, all right, don't eat these birds, don't eat these fish. Keep it simple, right? Scriptures speak about avoid those that say abstain from meat.
Yeah, I do, yep.
Because they make that into a whole religion, man. I'm a vegan. No, you're a weirdo. And you're weak.
Malnutrition.
And you're malnutritious.
You're gonna die, nigga.
You're gonna die. Like I saw a post that said people that alcoholics live longer than fucking vegans.
God damn. God damn.
I saw a funny post too. Crackheads live longer than vegans. But you pride yourself in eating $8 green beans.
That's all.
Let's see if veganism can get you out of the thermonuclear fire that's gonna cook all your organic and inorganic and all natural supplements, nigga.
That's right.
Let's see if the Savvy diet can get you out of a thermonuclear fire. You saying vegan niggas and crackers, you're gonna be out here eating dead dogs. You're gonna be eating I guess you veganizing your goddamn child because if the Lord have it fit for you, you're gonna be eating that child, man.
Yeah.
You got a precept?
I got some real
Yeah,
quick.
go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
See, the rich sit in low places. The men of the Lord, starting with the apostles and elders. All right, spiritually, we are the richest people on the planet Earth, starting with our apostles and elders. Right? To hell with paper money. We're rich. Right? And the scripture said the Lord gave a talent to his men. A talent was roughly $1 million. And that's spiritual money. And it's a current interest. How Esau always current interest on his money, we are current interest as long as we do what the hell we supposed to do in the spirit, man. Keep going. Is that it on that? All right, so go there, since you're in Ecclesiastes, right? Go to Ecclesiastes 7:7.
I got it.
You read that about benefits.
Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart.
And when you go into that word gift there in the Hebrew, it means bribe. Those benefits, those are bribes. Jake don't want to let go of Babylon because they got benefits. Nah, man, I got these jobs, started jobs, got good benefits, man. And nigga don't know, a nigga know he got benefits, but he don't even know how co-pays work and payouts. He don't understand none of that shit, man.
Yeah.
You don't understand none of that. You just know you got benefits. So when your ass do go to the doctor, they're gonna tell you, well, this is your first visit. You got a copay of $1,000 for a little $30 visit. It's trickery all the way around. All right. Now go back to where you were. I think that's it on that. Go back to where you were. We're gonna go back to Romans. We're gonna work our way back to you. Go ahead.
Second Ezra.
Yep. It was a little bit more than that.
Yeah, second Ezra. It's the second Ezra. I'll start from 11 again.
Okay.
Second Ezra 9 and 11. And they that have loathed my law, while they yet had liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. Verse 12, the same must know it after death by pain.
Death and pain, that's what we're going into. Mutilation. That's what's coming, man. You watch these shows, man, Netflix need to change its name to Mutilation Flicks, man. Everything is destruction and evil and carnage. Just finished watching the first season of Black Summer. Man, you people, man, you in for a bad time, man. All out carnage, man. Pain and death, man. You people don't understand that's what's coming here. Dr. Sabi ain't tell you that. Nipsey Hussle sure as hell didn't tell you that. All right, is my son telling you that?
T.I.
Is T.I. telling you that? Huh?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. You got it was a video, I'm pretty sure you saw fucking Al Sharpton doing the stanky leg, man.
That's way off.
That's your leader, man.
Fucking
He's a
stink.
shrizzled up prune doing the stanky leg. But that's your leader. Like the brother read earlier. The rich sit in low places. But we're not poor. I mean, we're not poor. We're rich, and your vision of us is wrong.
That's right.
Again, things like Apostle Arumla was going into. Hey, when we able to go and go into our spiritual account, like, you know, you earn enough coinage in a video game, you can pay to get yourself out of a situation. Well, shit, okay, let me go in here. Hey, Lord, here's however you credit me, you know, feed me and my family. We gonna have it. Hey, Lord, we need a place to lay our head at. All right, okay. How much is it? All right, cool. Bing.
Yeah, yep.
Door opens, Airbnb it in this motherfucker. A lot of you're gonna swipe the card. It's gonna be denied. Lord, can I get safe? Can me and my family deliver us out of this situation? This lions chasing us. Denied.
Yep.
Hey, we're having 8 and 6 days. You mind giving us a little bit of food? Denied. Hey, we're thirsty. We need water. Denied.
That's right.
See, the Spirit of the Lord gonna have it where you gotta think, how are you people gonna die in thirst when naturally it rains? The Lord gonna start rain on a lot of you people, man. Matter of fact, real quick, go to Amos. Is that Amos 4 and 7, 4 and 8? Lord gonna do that, man. Lord, man, we gonna be. That's why don't worry about the destruction that's coming. Don't worry about it. Lord gonna take care of His. Every time you have a time of doubt in your mind, you should be meditating on Ecclesiasticus 2 and 10. Whoever called upon the Lord and the Lord confounded him. Not one person, man. All right? So the Lord might have it where brothers are, just a nice little, perfect little small cloud come over us.
Yeah.
Just raining on us.
Yep.
So you get you a nice little clean shower in, because you got to wash too. A lot of you're not going to be able to wash your ass in that day. You're going to die from that. Amos 4, 7.
This is Amos chapter 4 and verse 7. It says, and also I have withholding the rain from you, when there were yet 3 months to the harvest.
Yep.
And I caused it to rain upon one city, and caused it not to rain upon another city.
So what can we expect in the near future? Droughts, water shortages, and even in that day, the same thing. The Lord gonna shut this place completely down. You people gonna realize everything happens according to the will of Yahweh Shemi Yahushai. If a raindrop fall out the sky, the Lord unction that. The wind blow, He unction that.
A leaf fall out the tree.
Fall out the tree.
Lord did it. That's right. Yep.
Hey, you don't have control over your heartbeat beating in your chest, man.
Right.
Your lungs, those are things that work without you, your choice. Your eyes blink, all these things. So that if the Lord decide that you ain't gonna have a bowel movement, you ain't gonna have a bowel movement, you could die from that. See, the Most High, this judgment that's gonna come on the planet Earth to all of you people, the Lord's gonna show His anger, and He's gonna show how funny He is too, man. Matter of fact, get that in Proverbs 1 and 22, man.
Yep.
Any more to that?
Just to finish it off, it says, and the peace whereupon it rained not withered.
See? So the Most High controls the rain, man. When you read,
I feel like it's on.
never mind, keep it moving.
This is Proverbs 1 and 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge?
Keep going.
Turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
This is the calling. Hey, like, what do they say when you go to these bars? Last call for alcohol? This is that calling. And the word is likened unto alcohol. Wine, strong drink. This is the last call. You get in those last minutes of the bar. But a lot of you, you want to still treat the Spirit of the Lord like a nigga. A nigga is an ultimate procrastinator. A nigga waits to the last minute to do everything in his life. A nigga will wait to the last minute to pay his bills, and he'll have the money. A nigga will wait to the last minute to spend time with his family until he loses it. All right? Keep going. Was that any more on that? Yeah.
This is Proverbs 1 and 25. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof, I also will laugh at your calamity.
Oh, that's what I said. This judgment that's going to come on the planet Earth is going to show the wrath of the Lord, and it's going to show how funny the Lord is too. The Lord got so many scenarios set up for you niggas, man, to die, and you heathens, that it's going to be. Hey, we gonna have eternity to rewatch all that shit, man. We gonna rewatch it because we not gonna be able to watch the individual death of certain people on the planet Earth. We gonna go when we part of that number. We gonna be above just watching the whole scene be destroyed. But in the kingdom, hey man, let's go back and see how goddamn Jay-Z died.
Rewind that.
Rewind it, bring it back.
Rewind that clip, yeah.
You know,
Pull up a big ass hologram screen.
big hologram screen. You know?
With a big ass cup of fucking wine.
Man, really, you know, the Apostle Gabar said this. Really, we gonna go back to it.
Yes.
We're not gonna watch it. We're gonna come back.
We're gonna be actually be like in the
like we're gonna be
like we're gonna time travel back to the
Let's go back where we was camping at, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna be here like, oh shit.
Yeah. That's right.
I remember he was scoffing and shit. Look at him. You know?
Yep.
We're gonna see all of this, man, and we're gonna get a good laugh. All right? I always speak on the fact I love watching white people hurt themselves, man. I love Jackass.
Yeah.
Man, Ridiculous, stay on my TV, man. Cause I get a kick out of, you know, skateboards hitting them in the nuts. You know what I mean? Like, because, well, we gonna be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna set up scenarios. We're gonna set up all types of things. And we're gonna drink. We're gonna be merry, and we're gonna laugh, man. Cause we ain't doing it on this side.
Right.
Even with me, even if I sat and I didn't leave the house for 24 hours and I just laughed at white people the whole time, it still is not enough, man.
Nah, ain't enough.
Cause it don't end in death. It don't end how I wanted to end. Maybe I wanted to crack his neck open.
Right.
But we gonna get a good laugh in these last days because why? We in pain and sorrow right now. All right, what do they say? Who cries now laughs later, man. Keep going.
Proverbs 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Yeah, when your fear coming, you know, we might be somewhere chilling because, you know, we're going to be in that austere hunter spirit. And the one thing about a hunter is a hunter knows how to move in silence, man. You watch Esau when he's on the hunt in the woods, man, fuck Esau. You know, when you watch these movies with Gad, Gad knew how to move through the woods and not even break a twig. So when the Lord put that spirit on us and we be part of that number, we're gonna be next to you, but so far away. Like, you know how like scriptures speak about us, compare us to young lions. Judah being an old lion who shall rouse them up. No matter a lion, when you think about cats, the felines, it don't matter whether it's a little kitten or a tiger. They know how to creep up on your ass, man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be in that same spirit, man. And we gonna be right next to you, and we gonna see you in your calamity, laughing our ass off, man. Like, damn, I guess the Lord wasn't with us, black ass.
That's right.
I guess we know that. I guess we know that person ain't insane. People around us gonna be thinking we sick. Damn, he how you laughing at? Hey man, matter of fact, go to Job the 5th chapter.
Yeah, Job.
Hey, bring it out. Because this is not me speaking out of my own what I feel. No, this is what the Lord said he's going to do. Because the Lord is the creator of satirical comedy.
That's right.
Keep going.
This is Job 5:22.
Yep.
At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh.
Why are we going to be laughing at destruction and famine? Because it ain't bothering us. We dealing with it right now.
Yep.
We dealing with the destructive nature of a Babylon right now. That's why we fighting. We deal with the fact of not having food right now. So when that time comes, the Spirit already said, somebody get Isaiah 65. You know what I want? 65 and 15, I think. Because when that time comes, man, some of us probably gonna gain weight in the family.
13.
65 and
Try 13.
13.
Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat.
Oh, my servant shall eat. Like I said, some of us, we're going to be burping, eating good. Hey, we probably going to eat good, eat better in Jacob's trouble than we eat now. When the Lord feed us, he ain't going to be feeding us GMOs. You know? Hey, that's the one, bro. They gonna be feeding us GMOs, like when the Ravens was feeding Elijah by the raven. You think that if that happens to a brother in that day and time, that the Lord gonna bring your ass a goddamn Twinkie, or a roll up item from a QT, a fucking Tostitos? Nah, the Lord gonna feed you good, man. That manna, quail. I never ate quail.
Right.
Have y'all ate quail? Huh? You have? Well, you brothers is blessed. Hey, y'all some lucky high-level brothers. I'm just a dark meat chicken eating nigga.
Hey, a good snack you might say is them salt and vinegar crickets.
See, y'all brothers, y'all on a level, man.
You know?
Y'all on a level, man. I'm trying to be like y'all, man. Hey, but you know what? That's the spirit. Brothers is eating good now, but it's only going to ascend even higher, man. But we ain't gonna be eating this crap.
Eating this
like,
bullshit, right?
Yeah, well, Lord, because first of all, when you in high stress level times like that, you need your diet to be on point.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be feeding yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. We're not working for the bread or the meats that what am I trying to say? That perisheth.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what we're feeding on right now. But in that time, the Lord already knows. He tells us that's why you got to read Matthew the 5th chapter, Matthew the 6th chapter. The Lord already knows what we need. He knows we need raiment and food. We're not going to eat crap in that day. We eat crap now. All right? Keep going in that. No, Salakia. You got it. Yeah.
Isaiah 65:13. Therefore says the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Yeah, so that's part of the laughter right there. You got a big boy turkey leg smoked. You eating it with some kale. You got a whole nice spread. You got the spread, and they out there eating leaves out the tree. You ain't sharing that shit with these people, man.
Right.
The spirit's gonna move you. Like, nah, tell them to come on in here. You might show mercy. Some people is gonna be like, fuck you. Okay? That's what's happening right now in the spirit. The Lord is giving you people a big F-U. Keep going.
Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna be drinking. Hey man, we're gonna be drinking good water. Like I said, the Lord, we read already in Amos the 4th chapter. The Lord gonna control the rain. So if the Lord controls the rain, how could you go without water?
Right.
Think about that. If the Lord just decide, if you put up a prayer, hey, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbat Shem, talk with us, Nathaniah, give to us rain. In that day, the Lord might open up the clouds. Out of nowhere, some clouds manifest, open up, rain down on you. Get out your cups or whatever, bucket, whatever we have, the Lord may have that you to have, collect some water. You good.
Or the Most High can put a spirit on you to, like he did with Moses, have to smite the rock.
Smite the rock. You see, there's
It's a million ways.
It's a million ways. It's just, you know what? It's a million ways. But what leads to those million ways? Having faith.
Yep.
Right.
You just gotta have faith. You gotta believe that He is. Simply believing that He is will allow you to have the mind frame to see how the Lord can get you out of any and every situation. Okay. All right. Keep going.
It says, behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
What's a way to rejoice? Laughter. Right? There's nothing more. There's no other better way to rejoice than laughter. You can't really say to me that you're rejoicing if you're not laughing and smiling. Right. You can't. You can't tell me, yeah, I'm rejoicing. I'm happy, bro. I'm real happy, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm real happy. As soon as you say, I'm happy, bro. Yeah. Your head just drop. Nah, man, rejoicing is laughing and cracking. You know how we do. And we do that in our captivity.
Yeah.
Even in our captivity, we get together. The brothers is funny. All right, you heathens, you're gonna be hearing all through America. Through. All through America, we're gonna be hitting you with these sayings. Hey, finish. Hey, finish. Look at him over there.
They gonna be like, huh?
Huh? A whole crowd of lions hopped out of a tree on your ass, man. Through. You know? And we're gonna be laughing at your ass, man. Why? Because you didn't hearken unto the words of the Lord.
That's right.
Yeah, I got a precept on the comment
Okay, come,
board.
come.
Or if a brother can get it,
Yeah.
2 Ezra 2:27.
Hey, Shalom to all the brothers
Con.
in the comment.
Con, Shalom.
All right, this is 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 27. It says, "Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance."
Read that again.
All right, 2 Ezra 2 and 27.
That's on time right there.
Be
Yeah.
not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh,
Hey, don't be weary right now. Esau is falling, man. To hell with his whole system, man.
Right.
Just do what you gotta do, and to hell with it all, man. To hell with, man. Don't worry about no goddamn bills, man.
Right.
College.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that shit, man.
Yeah. Credit.
No, don't apply wisdom.
Yeah, quit that. Yeah, don't just say
All
fuck
right?
cold turkey.
I ain't telling you to say fuck it and
Yeah.
you go out here and now you done lost your car, your house, and then GMS is the fault. Nah, man. Right, no,
Like, wait,
apply
man.
wisdom.
Right.
Don't let it beat you up in the spirit. The
Right,
scriptures say
right.
cast all thy burdens unto the Lord.
Yep.
So this is the time for us to not be weary. Don't let no bills make you worry, man.
Right.
Don't let what you don't have make you worry, man. That's where the Lord get pissed off with you at, man. Here it is, the Lord done provided you 80% of what you got. Look at the Lord's like, I done gave you 80%.
Right.
But I ain't got the 20.
Yeah.
I need that other 20.
Yeah.
The Lord is a raw father, man. Imagine if here it is, you got a woman or a child. You can take your child, we've all experienced this as parents. You take your child out, fucking Disney World or something, right? You take them down there and you give them the whole week. You give them everything down there. They got shirts, pictures, all that. And on the ride back, you stop at a truck stop and they want some bullshit out of the gas station. And you like, nah, listen, you done did all that. And they decline. You be ready to give me all that shit back, man. That's how the Lord is, man. Don't be in that complaining, woe is me spirit, man. Just take that little jab to the punch, jab to the face and keep it moving, man.
Right.
Lord knows what you need. He knows you need your car. He knows you need a place to live. He knows you need food. Trust in the Lord. You can't trust in the Lord now when you can put your key into your place, into your house. What you gonna do when we don't got none of this shit?
Right.
That's what it's coming down to. You worried about losing a car.
Right.
Gas prices is creeping up. All right?
That's right.
You worrying about a house. Man, everybody late on their goddamn rent.
Yeah.
You ain't the only one.
Everybody through.
That'd be the problem with it. See, these so-called white people have done a great job of making you think that you are alone. We are all in this hell together. Keep going. Yeah, we got what you got. Just a little bit more than that.
Yeah. 2 Ezra 2 and 27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. Verse 28.
Gonna be doing the electric slide, man. Verse 20. The electric slide, the cha-cha slide, the stanky leg. Yeah. You know? All that shit. Tootsie Roll, the Cabbage Patch, the moonwalking, whatever your dance move choice is, we gonna be doing it. Why? Because we free.
Right.
We free. Right. You know? When all hell breaks loose, you gotta change how you look at the hell.
Yeah.
Don't look at the hell like, damn man, the famine come, what we gonna be eating? Bro, that means you ain't gotta eat GMOs no fucking more, man.
Right.
No more GMOs. That's what the famine means.
Right.
All right? When the economy crashed, bro, you ain't gotta work no more.
That's right.
All
Yeah,
right?
that's right, that's right.
Look at it. Look at the positivity of it. Because this destruction is all positive for it. There's not. Hey, even if you die, that's still positive. You got the fuck out of here.
Right.
Right.
And you're the first one to be
Risen on the
risen
chair.
up.
Yep, on the chair. Right.
So you got to change how you process the destruction, man. Don't worry about the destruction, man. Let the destruction come and deal with it as it comes, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let, man. You can kill your joy. You can kill your positive spirit.
Right.
Because the Lord, what are some of the fruits of the spirit, man? Be joy, peace, long suffering.
Yep.
That's what you're supposed to have, right? When you are brought to a lower state, be cheerful.
That's right.
Keep going.
Verse 28. The heathen shall envy thee.
Why the heathens gonna envy us in that day? Because while they are out here fighting over that ramen noodle pack that's in the back of somebody's house since '96, we gonna be getting fat. We gonna be, man, if the Lord be with us in that time, we be part of that number. Man, we gonna be eating, we gonna be creating babies,
Drinking like a
drinking.
Yeah.
It'd be like, people gonna be looking like, is this the end of the world? Because y'all got a makeshift oasis over here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, be gone. Spiritual power make their ass disappear, man. Keep going. The heathens is gonna be envious of us. Because why? When you go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, they counted all of our works as naught, man. So here it is, they're seeing that too. They're seeing, wow, these ain't niggas. They really not niggas? Wow. They're God's, Timothy is really God's chosen.
Yeah.
That nigga woman or that Edomite woman that's been giving you hell on your job sees you do something spiritual on TV. Oh, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Him? The janitor? You know, the cook? The guy that's been coming to my temp agency looking for work? He's God's chosen person?
But what they say they should behold the strangeness of his salvation.
That's right. Behold the
Saying this
strangeness.
the man we had a derision or
Hey, well, get that out.
yeah.
Get that. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter.
Yep, that's like what they gonna do.
That's
yep.
what they gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Like him?
He said the janitor.
That's how they look at us.
Yeah, janitor.
Because we have the lowest. We all have those lowest.
Yeah,
low
yeah.
jobs.
We
We're
through.
not trying to be. Listen, man. Don't be in that. I'm gonna say this. Don't be in that Daniel spirit, man. Daniel had a lot. Don't look to be no goddamn president, man.
Yeah.
Men want a high stature in this place.
Fucking
That's something.
CEO of
Bring that
company and
CEO
shit.
This is,
of a company, you know?
This is Hosea 1:10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it is said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power.
Where is there? Here. That there is here in America and around the four corners of the earth, but mainly here, because this is the great prison house right here, right? Because everybody looks down on us,
Right.
you know. Everybody has something negative. Here it is, a fictional player. If I'm saying that correctly,
boy.
Jax got these white people in an uproar.
Motherfuckers losing their goddamn mind over that
I'm
shit.
like, God damn, the black man can't defeat monsters. Do you understand what you got to go through to get to the end of Mortal Kombat? You got to fight under the nether realm
Demons.
He had to fight. You got to fight Baraka. Baraka got long swords coming out of him, fangs and you got to fight Shiva. People with 4 arms and shit. Montaro, Goro, all these different characters from the past. All these things. He got to fight Revenants, you know, the demon, demon characters of them. Scorpion, people that shoot ice and robots. He got to defeat all that shit. But then when he decides, I'm gonna do something for my people, hell fucking no. The black man can't even win in a video game. Now, on the flip side, what if he would have said, like, I'm going to make it a peaceable world for everybody? And what if black people were like, man, hell no, man, that's a coon story. White people would be like, forget it, man.
Yeah.
It's the past, brother.
Right, exactly.
You white people are something else, man.
Fucking hypocrites.
Keep going.
You know?
That was it. Yep. What if it's on 5? You excited, Top?
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have afflicted him, and made no account of his labor.
Hey, these people don't make account of our labor, whether it's spiritual or it's carnal, man. These heathens, they take full advantage of us, man.
Right. Yep.
You go on your job, you got paid $80 for the day. That job made probably $80,000 for the day.
Right.
You made $80. and Esau gonna tax the hell out of it.
She really bring home about goddamn 40
Whole day of work.
through.
Ain't that some shit when you really think about it?
Yeah.
You work a 7-day period. The first few days, you pay. That's tax money.
Yeah.
You don't really see. You don't really start earning your money till Wednesday, Thursday.
Yep. Yep.
The first few days of your week, that's tax money. That's forget about it. You working for free, basically.
Yeah.
But how much money did his ass make? It's depending on the company you work for. M's.
Right.
And then what he gonna do? Because he's a corporation, he can write all that tax shit off. Man.
Yep.
And your ass is sitting at the bottom waiting on a tax refund.
Yep.
This place don't account for our labors, man.
Then they're gonna take 5 hours for a goddamn lunch. When you take your lunch for the week, that accumulate 5 hours.
Yeah.
If you take 30 minutes.
Make sure you clock out too.
Yeah.
Right.
Make sure you clock out, right?
Like, God damn.
Like, goddamn, that little 30 minutes gonna kill you? Make sure did you pay for those chips that you just took?
Like, man,
Your jobs, here it is, you work for the company, and the job, 10% off.
That ain't shit. Right.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man. That's why this place gotta be destroyed, man.
Yep.
You got something? Bring it out.
Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall surely destroy you.
This place is polluted, man. All this positive talk that you people talk, it's all for naught. You can't be positive in a negative world. Unless you got the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right. That's right.
You can't be rich in a poor country. Unless you got the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's the complexity of the spirit. Because you can have all those things, but it's not gonna be how you want it. Jake want carnal money.
right.
Jake wanna have rubber band up money, man. And then that day you're gonna find places just like this. What is this, a bank behind us? The vault gonna be there with all kind of money in it. You ain't gonna be worried about money. Right, keep going.
It says, even with the sword, destruction.
Yep, even with a sword destruction, man. So we're not looking to be too comfortable in. Don't get me wrong, we're not looking to be too rough, because then you can get offended. We want what the Lord said, what? Give me foods that are convenient for me, man. Give me neither riches nor poverty. That's balancing it out. Because if you're on one side, as it says, it could be destructive to you.
That's
you know?
right.
So that's why I said don't be in that Daniel spirit. Daniel had a place, had a point, had a purpose. That's not our purpose today. Don't be trying to look to be the goddamn CEO of give me a company. Amazon.
Apple.
Apple. Yeah, Apple. That's hey.
Yeah.
That's the spirit right there. That's the spirit right there. That's sorry. Keep going.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Not Keisha. Keisha getting saved? Yes, Keisha will probably get saved. Okay, Keisha gonna get saved before Susan's cracker ass.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
All right. All right. All the people, the forgotten. This is the revenge of the have-nots, man. The have-nots, those that don't get, always taking L's, are the ones that's gonna get the ultimate dub, man. That's the problem with you people. You judge a book by its cover. You think just because somebody don't got a nice car, they can't be smart, or the Lord can't be dealing with it. Because somebody don't have this or have that. All that judging according to the flesh is going to get a lot of you trapped up, man. Keep going.
So far beyond all that they looked for.
Yep. See, keep going.
Verse 3, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he.
You know how cut these people gonna feel? You know, like think about it from a sense of, you think you be so convinced in your spirit, I know this is how it's gonna go. And then it don't go that way, and you gotta just deal with it, you be feeling cut. You be like, fuck, man. Shit. And that's why in the spirit, what spirit do we push on men? Hey man, don't talk shit about men that fall out or whatever, because the Lord might restore that man.
Right.
You're gonna be sitting there with egg on your face, looking crazy because it's like, oh damn, now he's here.
Right.
But that's how these people gonna feel. These so-called white people are gonna have the ultimate egg yolk in their face when they seeing Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being saved. When all they do day in and day out is talk shit about our people.
Yep.
All day they go home and talk shit. They on the internet, they talk shit.
Yep.
When you go home, they don't call you by your name. You want James from the job. You are that nigga from the job. Yeah, you know that nigga came up here talking that nigga shit. You see these white people go home and the word nigga comes out more. It's like YG my nigga is on repeat, man. It's the truth, man.
Yeah.
They look at you like the scum of the earth. Right. Go to their areas of town. Like Apostle Carl always bring this out. You go in a certain neighborhoods, they look at you like, what the hell are you doing here? That's how they feel about you. But it's all good. You only got a few more. Hey, that's spiritual too. The game will come back too.
Yeah.
Chronica, or whatever her name is, the final is a god of time, man. And she got the big sand hourglass. You crackers got a few more specks of sand in your hourglass.
That's right.
Ain't no reversal act where the sand gonna go back up. Once it fell through, and we waiting on that one last. We like.
Yeah.
There it is.
And you see the wind picked up too, right?
Yeah, you see that.
You spoke in there earlier. Don't nothing happen about the Most High.
Right. When that last little piece of sand fall through, it's gonna hit that pile of sand at the bottom. Boom.
Yep.
And what do you call it?
Fucking
Your
it for that.
doomsday clock. What is the doomsday? What is doomsday for you so-called white people, man? Slavery. I keep going to Wisdom of Solomon.
This was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb.
Like, fuck, man. GMOs didn't work.
Yeah.
The abortion clinics didn't work.
BET didn't
BET didn't work. The prison industrial system didn't fuck, man. The chemtrails didn't work.
Faggots. Making everybody into faggots.
Shit, we put their woman against them.
Yeah.
Shit. Esau gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Like, god damn.
Took the name away.
We took the name away. We gave them African American culture. We gave them money. Shit.
Yeah.
Those who we had in derision, fuck, man, Esau gonna be big mad, man. Keep going. Matter of fact, read that again. I was feeling that, man.
This was he whom we had sometimes in derision,
Shit.
and a proverb
Them niggas.
of reproach.
Fuck them niggas, man. You know?
Monkeys.
Monkeys, the spicks.
Porch monkeys,
God damn it.
spooks.
We had them. We fucking had them, man.
We're this close.
Let them off the hook. We let them off. They got away. The meddling Israelite prophets. GMS.
Yeah.
Ah!
God damn it, Susan.
That's right. Yeah.
We going. That's it.
Verse 4, we fools accounted his life madness.
Fuck you fucking idiot. Rick, I told you, Rick. We should have put more poison in the GMOs, man.
The chemtrail mix wasn't right.
It's your fault. You know what? Tony, I'm fucking mad, okay?
Just leave me. I need some time, all right?
That's how it's gonna be. The scriptures already say Satan's divided. They already mad. You got one devil that say, no, we can't kill them all because we need them. And you got one devil saying, kill them all. They don't know what to do with us.
Right.
Because like the brother behind the camera said, they look at us, we really are like roaches. Matter of fact, get that in Exodus, the first chapter. That they grew mightier because the same thing happened in Egypt, man. Pharaoh had all these plans. Failed them. Go ahead.
This is read one verse ahead. This is Exodus 1:6. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all their generation, and the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly.
And because that's one thing Jake Men is gonna do, whether he got 100,000 in his pocket or a negative 100,000 in his pocket, he gonna get it in, man.
Yeah.
And you ever notice who the ones that had the most children in Babylon? Niggas with no money.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, Jake with no money has the most kids, man.
You do.
But ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just making a point. As long as these go see a doctor. You know, they gotta freeze the eggs. And it's artificially inseminate themselves.
Yeah.
They gotta do all this. We gotta go see the doctor. I don't know. They gotta. These crackers. They gotta literally plan up. All right. It's 6 o'clock on the 15th. Okay? I'm ovulating. Right. You crackers, man. We accidentally get our women pregnant.
You be going mad. Like, damn. Wow.
Off a good night of Hennessy. That's it.
Tonight is dog.
9 months later, you
9 months later.
Here it is.
9 months later, you gotta.
Yep.
God damn, 3 of them. That's it, man. But that's the spirit of Jake. You know, a night of good drinks and a moment of, man, fuck it, man. You become a real husband.
Yeah.
Husbandry really be in full effect. Man. You done laid and took your shovel and made a hole and planted a seed there. See you in 9 months. Real shit. But these Edomites, they gotta wait till it's a certain time of the month.
Yeah.
At a certain moment of the month. She gotta lay a certain way. He gotta lay a certain way on her.
Yep.
He gotta eat certain things. He gotta make sure he's taking his vitamins.
That shit ain't organic, man.
It ain't organic, man.
Right.
It's just forced.
Yeah,
You know, it's weird. It's weird.
Weird, yeah. It's weirdo shit.
You know?
If he's born now, you know, he'll be if we do it now, he'll be born in August.
I want a Capricorn.
That's what these white people do, man. You got white people that got eggs frozen from 10 years ago. All right, I'm ready for my eggs.
That's all.
What kind of
You a fucking
cool mushroom meat is that, man? Fucking fries from 10 years ago, man. Come on, man.
Shit, man.
But that go to show you the mightiness of Israel, man. We create kids in the worst case scenario.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we a different type of breed. Keep going.
Okay, I'm gonna read again. This is Exodus 1:7. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty, and the land was filled with them.
America is filled with Jake, man.
Yeah.
Atlanta is a Jake city.
Hell yeah.
And what's happening? Jake is coming here because it's a Jake city.
Right.
These white people are getting pushed out of the city of Atlanta. And it's not just here, Houston,
Everywhere, yeah.
Charlotte, Jacksonville. You know, and don't forget the Northern Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
You can't even go to Miami if you don't speak Spanish.
Man,
don't even go to South Florida.
Right.
California.
California, Texas,
Yep.
It's called.
Oh, there's Northern tribes.
Northern tribes.
Yeah. Oh, even North Georgia. It may seem like it might be a lot of Edomites, but it's a lot of North. Issachar all up through there.
Issachar.
What's that? The
Lana Good. Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
See?
Jake's up there.
Jake is everywhere, man.
Cornelius, there's one city called Cornelius up there.
See?
All the way too.
See?
Yeah, them sundown counties. Yeah, them sundown towns. Yeah. It's all good.
See? Y'all can't, we taking over, man. Why? Because we don't die, we multiply.
That's right. That's right.
You don't.
Fucking baby.
You don't have the power to destroy us like that, Esau. What'd you do to Reuben? But that's in the prophecy. Like, you know, you brought Reuben, there's accounts where I think in Florida and certain places, it was only like a handful of people left. It came back, man.
Reuben never surrendered.
Reuben never surrendered, you know?
Reuben never was defeated by Esau.
Yeah.
Right.
And on our Shawadi, Reuben never surrendered. Reuben was never defeated.
Done.
That's why you don't see a bunch of Reubenite powwows and shit, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Gad be into all that powwow and shit, man. Circus shows for Esau. You know?
They got different spirits. It's more than that too.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, kind of going from now. This is Exodus 1:8. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph, and he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
More and mightier. Esau can't allow more LeBron Jameses to come out, man.
Right.
Zion Williams, man.
Done.
6'8", 280 and shit, man.
Yep.
And that's regular country shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you Edomites, you fall. That's how we know you are the modern day Egyptians, man. Because more of you your death rate is higher than your birth rate.
Right.
Because you're a bunch of faggots. That's number one. You're a bunch of faggots.
Yeah. Right.
You know, like we were speaking, like, you know, when you go over the West Paces Ferry and these different areas where these richer Edomites live at, that had these big ass houses, 10,000 square feet homes and shit. It's just a man, old cracker woman, and old cracker man in it, and a dog.
Yeah.
We go in them houses and we start imagining like shit, man. I had 10 kids through here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I had women all through this motherfucker.
Yep. Hey, that's the spirit too. That house I'm doing in Fayetteville got a big ass basement, you know, four bedroom. Esau doing the septic tank said, well, you know what? I hope an older couple buy the home with steps. And, why would this big ass house? Why would an older couple buy this big ass house?
Esau's retarded, man.
Esau is retarded, man. Right. You got 8 bedrooms and you only sleep in one. We be in the mind frame of like, man, I'm about to fill this up, man. I'm about to max it out. I'm gonna grow out of this one into a bigger one. Because we're producers, man. That's going into us really being those gods on the earth, man.
That's right.
Creators. We want a lot, and I'm gonna give it to you. That's why we want a bunch of women, bunch of children, bunch of cattle. Why? Because we're producers, man. Esau ain't no producer. Esau is a destroyer. That's why he's destroying his own self. How is your death rate higher than your birth rate in your kingdom?
Right.
His death rate is not even gonna be higher than his birth rate in our kingdom. Show you how stupid these white people are, man. Keep going.
Exodus 1:10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
Yeah, see, Esau came in power. He like, nah, hell nah, we ain't gonna let that happen. What we gonna do is, I'm gonna make this confederacy with all the other nations. Now y'all with me, man. I ain't even gonna give y'all the opportunity to take it for a chance of these Israelites to be cool with y'all. I'm gonna take care of you. We gonna go to war with them. We gonna set up Planned Parenthoods everywhere. We gonna sterilize them through their foods, through the water, and they ain't work. A lot of these jakes, a lot of jakes don't know about that there's fluoride and all types of chemicals in the water. Right. A lot of jakes, you got a lot of niggas in America still drinking water out of the water hose, man.
Hell yeah.
Making it Kool-Aid.
Making Kool-Aid with it.
Yeah.
And still making healthy fat babies.
Yeah. Not knowing that the well water is really the best water we're gonna get on this side.
Yeah.
It's an old Edomite. I watched the video. Old Edomite. He put you up on that. Well, we're running out of fresh water. We didn't take care of what we had. He 80 years old. So I devoted the few years I have left, that was it, to teaching people about collecting rainwater, like you said earlier.
Hey, well.
Cleansing it, yeah.
Well, we good, but hey, but you know what? I'm gonna step down and let this other brother burn in the spirit, man. So hey, shalom.
People got anything?
Yeah, we should probably another brother to jump on.
Psalms 137. And hold on.
This is Psalms 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born.
Yeah, man, because the wicked of the world, man, are you Edomites, man. All right, you so-called white people, you're gonna say it again and again until it rings true in the ears of the elect, man. Okay, and we know who the wicked is according to your deeds and to your works, man. It's very clear, it's very evident. Okay, but the thing about it is, you know, there had to be a time in which the earth was given over to the hand of the wicked, man, and that's how we know this is that time. Okay. Continue, bro.
Speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Yeah, because the poison or the doctrine and philosophy of Esau Edom, man, is just spiritually toxic, man. All right, spiritual toxicity, man. Okay, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, with the doctrine the apostles gave us, man, we're able to tear down these strongholds, man. We're able to link up everything according to the Holy Scriptures, man, to the testimony and the writings of the book. Okay.
This is Job 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Yeah, and the biggest transgression of, well, one of the biggest transgressions of the so-called white man is covering the face of our Lord and our Messiah, Yahweh Shai. Okay, and then even the elders in Texas brought out and did a video on the slave Bible, man. Okay, well that's completely straight blasphemy, man. Here it is. There's a whole compilation of books that compile the Holy Scriptures, the Holy Bible, and they chose, and Esau Edom chose to cut out certain books in the Bible and present that as the holy text to the slaves, man. Okay, and they go into the covering the face of the judges. Well, yes, that includes us as well, but the main judge is Yahweh Shai. All right, and painting the image of a so-called white man in his stead, man. All right.
If not, where and who is he?
So if to all you simpletons of our nation, man, or you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans confusing the face, if the wicked ain't Esau, man, who the hell is it, man? Okay, it's time to just go ahead and call a spade, man. All right, because like the deacon brother was going into, man, time the door of mercy and salvation is quickly closing, man. All right, it's time to get serious, man. It's time to really call a spade. All right, Esau is the wicked. Okay, and we are the true and chosen people of Yahweh Shai. All right, so that's why it's important to continue to get into this book and continue to just really get built up by the men of Great Millstone, man. Beginning, of course, with the apostles and elders and the respective men in these camps. That's the only way you're gonna be able to realize what's really going on out here, man. The eyes of the rest are blinded out here, man. Okay, is any more in that? Drop that. Go ahead, bro.
God, this is Psalms 58 and verse 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
Yeah, because and the thing about it is, if you get to a level of understanding, even like the brother was going into earlier, take on this whole spirit of being woke, all right, and good vibes and good energy and knowing this and knowing that. Okay, let's say you get to the point that you know that Esau is the wicked. So then what, man? All right, it's more than just saying that the so-called white man is evil. Shit, niggas been saying that for decades, man. Right. All right, fucking Farrakhan and them niggas been saying that shit for decades. Right. Yeah. Which they ain't nothing but an extension of Esau. Mm-hmm. All right. Matter of fact, I went to school with his fucking grandson, man. Yeah. And I went to a so-called white school, man. Yeah. So if he really about their life, why is he letting his grandson go to a fucking white school? Right. That's straight up and down, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just real facts. Yep.
Verse 5, which will not hearken to the voice of chambers.
Yeah, they won't hearken to the voice of charmers, man.
Charmers, selected.
You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna listen. Esau Edom is not gonna get right, man. All right. So knowing that Esau Edom ain't gonna get right, what is it up to you to do, man? It's up to you to figure out how to get right, man, through the spirit. All right. And following Esau ain't gonna get you there, man. All right. Following Yahweh Shai is what's gonna get you there, man. Go ahead, get that.
This is 2 Corinthians 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to pulling down the stronghold.
Yeah, man. Jake gotta really go ahead and just embrace getting your mind right, man. All right. And understand that everything that Esau has given you to this point is a stronghold, man. Okay, everything. All right, we still live and dwell in the place of our captivity. All right. The entire nation that lives on this side, this is the place of your captivity, man. All right, the place that we have been conquered as a people. All right, going back to the so-called the Northern Kingdom. All right, the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Seminole Indians, the so-called indigenous people of Central South America, the Caribbean islands. All right, that whole land, pursuing back to Job 9. All right, that whole land has been conquered by Esau Edom, man. All right. And we still, to this day, we still can't live according to how we're supposed to live in this place, man. All right? Esau wants to force feed you the doctrine. It's okay for your son to be a sodomite. All right? It's okay for your daughter to rub a box, just another box, man. To seek to serve him and have a career instead of being a real woman and serving her man. And really continuing the legacy and generations of our people. That go into another part of that poison, man. All right, so women of our nation, they look down on us and think we niggas unless we fucking bojangling and some coon ass niggas, man. Matter of fact, get that in Psalms 137. 137. Hold that.
This is Psalms 137 and verse 3. For there they that carry us away captive.
Yeah, because like I said, we still in the place of our captivity, all right? And which the scriptures speak about Judah and Joseph being pressed together and more or less being persecuted in the same place. The place is here, okay? Read that again from the top.
Come, this is Psalms 137 and verse 3. For there they that carry us away captive require of us a song.
Yeah, and that's going to even like the draft, all right, this music industry, all right. Man, I just happen to scroll and just look at the draft, just certain things in the draft. Man, it's some fucking Jake is a whole different breed, man. You got Jake out here, you got like 6'7", 6'8", like linemen. You got like 6'4" corners. That shit is crazy, man. But all that just natural ability. Esau Edom gonna look at you as a vessel of entertainment for him. All that talent that Jake got, whether it be in music, inventing, just doing things in technology. All right, all those things. Esau just boil you down to a source of entertainment, man. And that's why going into what the elder brother was speaking about earlier, even this whole Jack scenario, really Esau getting butthurt, man. Okay, because Jake is on the imaginable place without him, man. Because if we actually in our right mind instituted our laws, our statutes, our commandments, and righteousness without Esau, it'd be a way better place, man. We wouldn't be able to compare it, man.
And they
Oh, that's awesome.
And they that wasted us require of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion.
Yeah, sing us one of them songs of Zion, man. All right. Even going back to the times of slavery. Okay, and the movies will show you that too. Jake could be working labor on a plantation fucking all day, trying to get a little bit of rest, a little bit of comfort, and Esau be drunk in the middle of the night, waking up Jake to fucking sing and dance, man. But here it is through the poison of Esau Edom. He wants you to accept him as being he wants you to accept the doctrine of we equal. Meanwhile, you're pressing the hell out of our people, man. Shit don't work like that, man. Bring it on.
This is Jeremiah 2 verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
Yeah, don't and that time is over, man. All right, because Jake, the nation of Israel, the leaders of Israel have stood upright, so to speak, man. Okay, in which you got certain men that ain't gonna bow down to Esau no more, man.
Right.
And Lord will be of that number, man. Okay, because by turning our back on the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, it's only brought upon us complete and utter destruction. It doesn't make logical sense. It doesn't make logical sense to continue in this Babylonian captivity, because Babylon ain't never did nothing for us but destroy the hell out of us, man. Separate our households, break our families apart, make you diseased and sick. It ain't nothing here for us. All right, these Edomites the one living up in this captivity.
Yep.
That shit's ready to come to an end very, very quickly, man.
That's right. Come to a halt. That's right.
Go back to that second thing.
This is 2 Corinthians 10 verse 33. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
And that's why it's important for us to continue doing this work, man. All right, Because we have to continue to labor and bring down these strongholds, man. All right, our people are messed up, man. We were messed up, okay?
Yep.
But
Yep.
what happened? Real quick, get Romans 12 and 2. Real quick. You still got that Psalm 58? That was in on 137, right? Yeah, that was in on 137.
This is Romans 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
Yeah, and the main thing that I want to hit in that is just be transformed in your mind, man. Don't be conformed to this world. There's a lot more that this world has to offer us. Okay, and what this land, this world has to offer us right now is to see the fall of our enemies, man. Okay? Because like the brother was saying earlier, that's where our hope lies in this place being destroyed. Our hope lies in seeing these people's smiles turned upside down, man.
Yep, that's right.
That's where our hope is.
That's right.
Our hope ain't in no, like the brother said, no tax return, all right, or no job or no fucking benefits, man. All right? Take them benefits, turn them sideways, and put it where the sun don't fucking shine, man.
If I can say, it's all for a moment, man. You know, everything you getting, everything you try to put your all into, it's for a moment. You know, this is the time to put everything you have, you know, into the scriptures, man. Which are of Yahweh by Shemi Awashah, man. Not in this folly, man. Not in this world.
Go back to that Psalm 58, verse 6.
God. This is Psalms 58 and verse 6. Break their teeth, O power, in their mouth.
Yeah, break their teeth, man. Which those teeth, the teeth represents the military, man. Okay? Because we're looking forward to World War III, man. Somebody get Jeremiah 28:8. All right, we're looking forward to World War III, man. All right. We're looking forward, because you know what? World War III is the end of Esau, man. All right. It's the end of Esau, man. It's the end of Esau keeping the covering and the cast over the judges of the earth, man. All right. The righteous men of our nation, man. All right. World War III signifies the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Bring that Jeremiah out, bro.
God, this is Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. In verse 8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophets of evil and of pestilence.
And that's what's coming to America, man.
God, that's right.
Read that again, bro.
God, this is Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
Because this country knows America is going to fall, man.
That's right.
All right? For all the blood and the heartache that came upon our people, man.
Right.
Y'all think it's all good and gravy out here, man. But Yahweh by Shemi Yahweh Shai is a major bone to pick with y'all people, man.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
Against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, then World War III is coming, man. All right? Evil, dark times is coming.
Right.
All right? Death, pestilence, disease, famine is coming, man.
That's right.
All right? No matter what Donald Trump does, no matter what Vladimir Putin does, the heart of kings is in the hand of the Most High, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro. Oh, what you got? Go back to Psalms 58 and 6.
God. This is Psalms 58 and verse 6. Break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth.
Right in your mouth, man. All right? Esau thinking he a big bad dog on these streets, man. But in the spirit, we know Esau for what he is. Esau's a little punk.
Kind.
You know the rest, man.
Kind.
All right? That Esau got that same spirit in him where he couldn't wait for the food to be done. And must I needs to die? Because I can't wait for the pottage to be ready, Jacob. Here's my birthright, brother. All right? Go back to third verse, then jump back down to 6.
Con. This is Psalms. This is Psalms 57 and 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born.
Yeah, so Esau, you've been a devil since the beginning, man. All right? That's why we can't wait for our big brother Yahweh to come back to this earth and kick your teeth right through your mouth.
God.
That's right. God. Jump back down to 6.
Come, verse 6. Break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions,
Yeah, man.
O Lord.
Yeah, man. All right, and it begins right now, man. All right, with the spirit, with the spirit that Yahweh Shai has put on his men right now, man. All right, in which the men of Yahweh Shai stand before you, man. Those men are in the midst of this congregation, man. All right. Going back to the brother spoke about earlier, the strangers of their salvation. All right, those who make no account for their labors. All right. Like the brother said, man, this is a true, pure redemption story, man.
Yeah, that breaking the teeth is talking about his army too.
Right.
That's right.
It's talking about Esau's army.
Yeah.
So he is prophesying the downfall of Esau's mighty army too,
Yeah.
because that's how he ruled the world.
Yep. That goes back to his blessing, man. The blessing of the sword. All right. But meanwhile, y'all don't understand that the oh man, it's like Revelation 22 and 16. What y'all don't understand is our Lord is of the seed of David, man. What was David known as? A mighty warrior, man. Surely Saul killed thousands, but David killed tens of thousands.
That's right.
All right. And Yahweh Shah waiting for that big payback, man. All right. Because y'all dealt treacherously with the house of Israel, man. Get that real quick. Revelation 22 and 16.
This is Revelation 22 and verse 16. I, Yahweh Shai, have sent my angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and offspring of David and the bright and morning star.
Yeah, that's that bright and morning star that we're looking up to, man. Is Yahweh Shai. All right. And then the couple of that, jump to 18, the couple of that Psalms 58 and 3.
Come, verse 18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book.
Yeah, man. So y'all, Esau trying to manipulate and play with this Bible, man. All right. Trying to strip us and take us away from our true power sources. Not knowing that Yahweh Shai put the spirit on y'all to do everything that y'all doing, man. All right. Including putting the spirit of slumber on y'all to get ready to get your faces stomped in.
That's right.
That's right.
Verse 19. If any man shall take away from the words of this book.
Yeah, that's what Esau did to the slave Bible, man. Trying to hide. Esau's a pure devil, man. That's why we can't wait for the fall of this kingdom, man.
That's right.
That's why we can't. I can't wait to see buildings on fire. All right, women running around, clothes all tattered, face all dirty, weave all discombobulated. Bro, trying to explain the vocabulary, man. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the unction, man. You know. Right now, our brothers been, harping on that, man. Continuing to learn how to season your words with salt as well, man. Because Esau is literally watching everything that we say.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, the message got to go out the way it go out, man.
That's right.
Read that again, 19.
Come, Revelation 22 and verse 19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy.
Esau, your time is running out, man. All right? Esau, do us a favor, man. Tell your women to run and stay in good shape for us, man.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Because your women are our women, bro.
That's right.
All right? You get them if we say so, and if we say so, we want a lot of little children to bash their head against the stones, man.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
Come, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life.
Yeah, that's why Esau ain't written in the book of life, man. All right? That's what Esau's gonna do, a nice round 1,000 years of slavery, man. Okay? In which we're gonna torment you day and night, man. Day and night. Esau, you will not get one moment peace in the kingdom, man. Not one. All right? Here it is. Our people in the midst, in the belly of the beast, so to speak, can go out here and live it up, man. They're gonna show you how weak you are, man. Esau, you a punk, bro. Esau ain't got nothing on your Yahweh Shai and his men, bro. That was it.
The Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things.
Ain't gonna be no Edomites enjoying the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. The kingdom of heaven is gonna be a very, very rough and tough place for Esau, man. And I'm very much looking forward to it. I think my brothers will agree.
And from the things which are written in this book.
Jump to Second Thessalonians 2. What's up, bro?
So when was Esau's, like when did he come into power? Like when was it given to him? When was it given to him to rule?
Really, Esau came into power after the so-called Dark Ages. That's really when he kind of, was able to build himself up, and get into come into the power seat, so to speak. But that's why even Esau refers to that as the Dark Ages, because that was the time in which, if you go back to the Europe, the Western world, Scotland, Europe, all those lands, that's really the time in which Jacob was.
So that Job 9:24, that's talking about Esau, though, right?
Right.
But was Esau ruling back then, though? Who was ruling during Job? Was it the Babylonians?
Scholars say the book of Job is an old book.
Yeah. It was before the time of Genesis.
Nah, Job went before Moses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say the 6th century BC.
They came after.
Esau, based on that, so you can look up and get the Old Testament and how the book's supposed to be written according to time, but that's not true. It's very century.
Yeah.
It's like that for a reason. The Lord didn't make it that easy.
Precept upon precept. Here a little,
Like
there a little.
You gotta jump around.
Yeah, matter of fact, somebody get there real quick. Isaiah 28:10.
That Job 9:24 was going into prophecy too. Going into prophecy, wicked world.
Yeah.
Talking about Esau, he was like foreseeing Esau.
Even though he's gonna
Like Job the 30th chapter, he saw Esau as in a caveman state before, during the Dark Age period.
Con. This is Isaiah 28 and verse. This is Isaiah 28 and 10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
Yeah, because really, at this point in time, our main concern is linking the prophecies up now to salvation. Of course, there's certain, like even with that, like as far as the time of chronology of when the books were written, like the brother said, you can go back, because all the books aren't actually in 100% order. Some books come after, but were actually written before. So as far as like the chronology, you can search it and find a chronology of things and kind of match it up.
Yeah.
But really, at this moment in time, our main focus, not that it's not important, but our main focus is gearing towards the prophecies of now and moving forward, because that's really our main
Romans 15:4.
Yeah.
Get that. Romans 15:4. Our main focus at this point is really do what we gotta do for salvation.
Right.
You can also get Ecclesiastes 1:9.
This is Romans 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Yeah, and the hope, and like I was saying, the hope is forward going towards salvation. Because really, especially as you're being built up in the spirit, or in the truth through the spirit, you really don't want to delve too deep. But if you delve too deep too quick, you'll put yourself in in deep waters where really your spirit ain't gonna be ready for it. The best thing to do is just get built up at a slow and steady pace, and then over time, the spirit's gonna reveal certain deeper matters to you. That's just the way the spirit works. Read that again.
This is Romans 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort.
That's another thing too. Patience. You know, a lot of Jake, and just speaking through experience, a lot of Jake try to get in that spirit of trying to. Really, it's almost like a one-upper type of spirit. Not saying that it's on you, but I'm just saying in general. A lot of Jake kind of get up in that one-up, trying to kind of prove themselves that they on a level to kind of get in matters that, like I said, you ain't really ready for. And when you delve in areas and realms that you're not ready for, you open up the ability or the chance for demons to happen. That's why, I mean, it's good to have questions, that's good, but really, you want questions to really be pertaining to the message. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to come out just, you know.
But that is a good question, though.
No, I'm saying it is a good question. So I'm saying it is a good question. But really, you want to understand the message. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh puts the spirit on men to put out certain messages. So if it's not really kind of relating to the message, my kind of going to hold on to it. Somebody get a.
I got something for you real quick.
Somebody get Ecclesiastes 5:1.
This is Colossians 2. Colossians 2, and I'm going to start at 7.
Ecclesiastes 5.
And it says, rooted. I started at 6, 2 and 6. It says, as ye have therefore received Mashiach Yahushua the Lord, so walk ye in him. Rooted and built up in him, established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of man, after the rudiment of the world, and not after Mashiach. Colossians 2 and 6. It says, as ye have received Mashiach Yahushua, the Lord, so walk ye in him.
Yeah, because really, even for Yahweh Yahushua to put the spirit on you to come out to these camps, it ain't your own will that's doing it. It's really Yahweh Yahushua calling you to the camp. You know what I'm saying? So even just having the understanding of that, he's called you for a reason, and really the main reason, just speaking from experience, the main reason, not to say you can't ask questions, I ain't saying that, but the main reason really is to kind of be so more in the spirit of listening. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 7. Rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith.
Yeah, rooted and built up in Yahushua, and the spirit, and the Holy Spirit of Yahushua. Meaning, Yahushua, and I'm just speaking from experience, a lot of times we have questions, really, and I say this too, if you have certain questions, don't negate the entire week. Like really, if you have a question, you should already look for the answer. Meaning, let's say you have a question on a certain matter, have you like gone into YouTube and typed in GMS and that question topic? Like if you haven't done that, really you're better off kind of just listening. You know what I'm saying? Like really you want to do your own due diligence as well. Because even scriptures speak about let every man be persuaded in his own mind. So a lot of times it's good for you to have a foundation of what you're asking for before you ask it. Because really, the spirit will bring about more clarification versus me planting a seed in you that you might not even believe in. That makes sense.
Done. And as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
See, that's why the spirit had me say too, it's really good before you really present certain questions. It's good for you to do your own due diligence first and seek the answer. Because how do you know I'm right?
Right.
I mean, if I give you an answer and you haven't looked anything into it, or you haven't even tried, you don't know if I'm right or not.
Right.
You kind of just going off.
Yeah. And if you open to it, you're gonna fall into whatever that person is telling you.
And that's why I said too, in my own personal experience, a lot of times if you have questions, a lot of times the spirit will reveal the answer to you. So that's why I say it's really good too to do your own research beforehand, because really at that point it would be a verification instead of me just giving you something in that moment. It's really verification.
the scriptures say, this Father, simple but effective words of the
God.
Also, what is that, Proverbs 4?
Yeah, the Proverbs 4, right. Yeah. Ponder the path of your feet, right.
Ponder the path of your feet. So, and one more, in the book of James, it says, go ye today, those who say tomorrow.
Right.
Buy and sell and gain from this city. Not careful. It says, what is your life? It's like your face.
Right.
So if you're waiting for someone else to give you the answer, that's the wrong move.
Right.
You know, you gotta go look it up for yourself first. Then ask a valid question once you try it yourself.
God. And then a lot of times what happened too, a lot of times the spirit of habit to the question that you have, the answer will come out eventually anyway. The spirit of habit, the question. Had the spirit, had his brother go into that subject. You know, sometimes it's just like a matter of patience too. Just waiting it out. Of course, do your due research, do your due diligence, but a lot of times the spirit of habit question the answer. You know. What do you got?
What else you got?
This is
Really,
Ecclesiastes.
I'm just bringing this out just for understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. He has a program already set. So I'm not bringing this out to say that you're wrong or anything like that. I'm just saying as far as you to think about and consider what the scriptures say when you come to the house of the Lord.
This is Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 6. 5 and 6. Come. Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools.
And I say that too because sometimes, I'm not saying that was a good question. I'm not saying that was a bad question. But sometimes you might actually present a question that's not really a good question. That's why when you come here, and I'm speaking from experience as well. When you come here, it's really kind of just good to get in the habit of just listening, following in your sword, taking notes, and then throughout the week going back, looking into the precepts that you wrote down, because through time and consistency of coming out, you'll see and understand the direction the Spirit's moving. Scriptures speak about not grieving the Spirit without even knowing, because really it's inexperience. Every men up here have just been in this a little longer, so men are more refined, so to speak, in the walk. Sometimes you actually grieve the Spirit just out of ignorance, but if you are in the Spirit more so to hear than to vocalize certain things, one, they'll allow Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in the Spirit to build you the way that He wants to, and will also minimize your opportunities of grieving the Spirit.
Because it's Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools.
Right, and that's why I say, I'm not saying it's a bad question. I'm just saying in the sense of be more ready to hear. If you come in with certain questions, my question to that is, have you already went into and tried to find an answer yourself? And if you have, present the question. But if you haven't, do more due diligence. That's really all I'm saying.
Come. For they consider not that they do evil.
We got any more questions, bro?
What protocol do y'all use before somebody teaches? Do y'all have a certain amount of time, 6 months, a year?
At this moment in time, nah, I just do the Spirit.
It's really all spiritual. Hey brother, you started on this date, all right, 30 days in, it's spiritual. And you'll know when a brother is ready to speak. You kind of can feel it, the brother's making points, he's getting preset. All right, bro, hey, open up next week.
Every brother doesn't have the same growth pattern.
Right.
Scripture says in Isaiah 11:11 how certain men are slower. So some brothers might need more time. Some brothers already been watching videos, coming to camp. So what was the reason why you asked though? Because you know how they say in I think the book of Matthew how you're supposed to go out and teach and feed the flock or whatever. I'm trying to see when is that period of when you come in to when you now it's on you to go out and teach. You know what I'm saying? It's a
also too, you gotta, we really speaking about it down there, you gotta realize 1 Corinthians 12, each person has a different gift. You may not have a different gift from the teacher.
Right.
You may have a gift from the elder.
Right.
Something else.
Right.
And of course, it's what you say, be active teaching, be ready to give answers. Every brother has a certain level of amount of knowledge in order to do that. But when it comes to like just he's a pure teacher, it may not always be that way. You gotta understand lots too.
Right.
It may not be a lot either.
Right.
A lot may be to be a health,
Yep.
be whatever the Lord has planned. You might not always be teaching.
Right. Right.
That's all.
They still
This is Ezekiel 3 verse 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So
What's the role? What is the role that the Lord is talking to Ezekiel about? Prophesy. The role.
He might have missed it. You read it again.
Okay, read it.
All right, this is Ezekiel 3 and 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go.
So the Lord told Ezekiel, he said, eat that thou findest, eat this roll. What is the roll that the Lord is talking about? The word. That's right, the Bible. So what does he mean when he's telling him to eat the roll? Digest it and internalize it and know it.
And go speak unto the house of Israel.
Then go speak to the house of Israel. Because the thing is, you have a lot of Israelites that don't believe in this book, and they'll be persuaded through certain scriptures to refute certain points. So you have to know this book basically from Genesis to Revelation, so to speak. You know, that's why it says that you have an unction in 1 John 2 and 20 to know all things. You know, when Yahweh Shah was out teaching, when he was going through his ministry, there was a lot of Pharisees and Sadducees that were doctors and ministers of the law that knew them scriptures, and they were trying to confound Yahweh Shah. Now, if Yahweh Shah wasn't on the level, he would have been confounded. But he knew that word because what? Since the age of 12, he was constantly diving into the word. He was constantly refining his mind. It says that he got baptized. It says that he grew in wisdom and in stature. So even in your conquest, so to speak, in the spirit of teaching, so to speak, you have to know this. You have to know the scriptures. You have to know certain things in the Hebrew. You have to know certain things in the Greek. You got to know some prophecy. Well, you got to really know all the prophecies. You got to know the history. You got to know all these different things because you got a lot of demons out here that's looking to challenge what you know. And if you don't have your head on right, like it tells you, with the Colossians 2, rooted and built.
Yeah, we read that earlier.
If you're not rooted properly, then you might be persuaded.
When you read more account about Yahweh Shai, when he says, my yoke is light, when you go into that word yoke, yes, it means like, burden or whatever he had to carry. And when you go into yoke, it also means a balance. So he said, my balance is light. So like the brother was saying, you got to be balanced in the prophecy, the history, the geography, all the Hebrew, the language, all of that in order to be a decent teacher. You got to be good in all aspects.
That's right.
What you want to say?
As far as getting the whole picture of the word, is there just feel like you can say, it's just in the spirit. Is there a particular way to digest the word? Like, because it's so much, it's precept upon precept. It seems like it's here. It is here, a little, there a little. It's kind of hard to pull it all together into one cohesive line. Yeah. You mind if I answer it? Really, you want to just, learning anything, you want to be able to focus on one thing at a time. You don't want to be a master of many things or a jack of all trades and master of none. You want to be able to focus your energy into one thing. Okay, I'm gonna focus into the basics. That's why, up here we always teach about going into the foundation. So brothers, you younger brothers, your main concerns should be focusing on the very, very basics. Like the brother said, going to Hebrew alphabet, going to, really just reading. And that's why the brother said, eat the whole roll in Ezekiel, because really you just want to digest the scriptures. You know, have a understanding of the history before going into real breakdowns. And I mean, you can go into basic breakdowns, but just just concentrate your focus on the basic concepts, so that way you're not you're not overwhelmed by so much information. Just concentrate your focus on those things.
Yes, scriptures. Bring that out first.
All right, this is Galatians
Got it, Doc.
4:1. Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, deferred nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all.
So when you start out, like you said about learning, you're a babe. So you come through the ranks and you're learning. So you start out as a student. And what happens is you grow in the ranks of student, or being a student, then you become a teacher. But you got to first go through being a student. You can't put the carriage before the horse, so to speak.
Yeah, right.
Keep going.
Yeah, because the essence of a student is to do what? Study. You gotta come, and when you look at certain students that are trying to apprehend becoming teachers, it takes time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you get the term studious.
Yep.
And eventually they'll see, all right, I got these things down pat. That's when the confidence will come in. You know, I learned these different things. Now I'm able to actually teach. You know, because it's located in the spirit. Okay?
Experience. Part of learning the Bible is you can't negate experience.
Right.
You don't want to be like the apostles always go into you got the animals, like you got the monkey parents, you got the owl, and the dragon. Now when you first come in, you start out as a parrot, you hear and you repeat, or you're a monkey, you see and you do. But you don't want to be stuck on that level. The point is you start at that point, but that comes from what? Watching others. So when you in the level that when you're in the beginning of your learning, hey, be a babe, eat what is served to you. When you got a 2-3-year-old, a 5-year-old for the most part, they got to get to a certain age before they can make requests to you what they're going to eat.
Right.
They got to eat what you say eat. So it's a part of just eating what is served to you. If the role is being dished out to you in a portion, just eat according to that portion.
Yeah, that's right.
Going in that in Galatians.
This is Galatians 4:1, start at the top again. Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, defers nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all.
Look how great the apostles of old were. The Apostle Paul, the Apostle Peter, and so on and so forth. Their whole ministry when Yahweh Shai was on the earth was that they were learning. And then when the Lord came back, he died, he rose up, he spent 40 days and 40 nights going into Pentecost. He was still teaching them, giving them things that they needed to have before they were able to be on that level to go out on their own without him. It was a building up process, Keep going.
But it's under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the Father.
The appointed of the Father, so the Spirit. The Spirit says, oh, this guy is ready to take it upon himself, right? Now, to balance it, if I may, if you know the basics, you should be able to teach.
Yep.
Like the basis of, I'm an Israelite. Okay, how do you know you're an Israelite? Can you prove to me? Can y'all prove to me that you're an Israelite? All right, if you can prove to me that you're an Israelite, you should be able to prove to the rest of the world who the Israelites are. How do you know that we are the Israelites? Oh, Deuteronomy 28. Sometimes if you just got the basics, stay the way you are. That's two. That's part of learning and dealing with the word. So if you're asking about when should you teach, or how do we go about that? Now, if you're a solo brother, bro, if you listen and you watching, if you know Deuteronomy 28, teach Deuteronomy 28.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you know Matthew 13, teach that. But when you're amongst a body, why would we in a sense have the brother that's only been knowing the word, been in the camp 6 months, teaching the majority of a camp, when you got men that's been around 10 years, 12 years, 11 years, 6 years? It's just a hierarchy of teachers.
Yep.
Even within a college, who's typically the head professor, person that's been there the longest?
Right.
Is that it on that? Any more?
Continue on to 3. Even so when we were children.
Even so when we were children, babes, newborn childs in the spirit, what's it saying? Wanting the sincere milk. We, wanting the sincere milk. Keep going.
Were in bondage under the elements of the world, but when the fullness of the time was come, Yahweh sent forth his son, made of a woman,
Okay, you brought up that. Now read real quick, go to Romans 10 and 16. I'm gonna get right back to you.
This is Romans 10 verse 16, but they have not all obeyed the gospel. The gospel.
What's 13? I think it's 13. Is it 13?
What's that? What's that you looking for?
17?
Yeah.
All right, come. This is Romans 10 verse 17. So then faith cometh by hearing.
Your faith comes by hearing. So before you can ever get to the point of, and I don't know where it's at for time, I'm not going to pull it, but in Ecclesiasticus, it tells you that if you love to hear, that you shall get understanding. So the first beginning phases of learning to get to the place of a teacher is you got to soak it up. Soak it all up, eat at a portion that's given to you.
That's right.
Now don't be a glutton like the brother was saying earlier. Don't be that guy that you just sit at a computer 13 hours in a day. The other hours in the day your nose is in the Bible. No, you destroy yourself, because what did King Solomon say? Through much study and bringing weariness to the soul.
Yep.
So you don't. It's a balance to this. Sometimes you gotta know when to put the Bible down and go outside.
Yeah. Enjoy the nice day.
Experience it. Like when you read about King Solomon didn't have Animal Planet documentaries to learn about ants when he said go down to the ants. So what does that mean? He actually had to go outside. He had time. He looked and observation. Yep. So it's a part of this, a great part of becoming a good teacher or knowing when you can teach is experience. That's why you don't have a babe just teaching, because what does a babe know? If you're just a parrot, you shouldn't be talking about something that you don't know. If you're a brother and you ain't really, I mean, we could all talk about women, but if that's not your lot in life, you shouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah, right.
If you should only talk about what you know. So it's a very personal walk, and you got to understand all those things and balance it. Like the brother said, that yoke, you got to balance it all. Sometimes you got to know when to, man, all right, I'm gonna go outside. Let the Spirit show you outside what may happen, going about, going to the mall, going to dinner with your family, kicking it with brothers. Those are all elements that go into the shaping.
I say real quick,
Of course, brother.
because this thing of ours, it's not like you asked the question of what's the protocol. It ain't necessarily a 4-month, 6-month, 8-month protocol. It's really a spiritual thing. Yahweh Shah is in the spirit rebuilding the house of David. So that's why the brother said, like, it ain't just about studying and all necessarily knowing certain things all the time. I'm saying you have to know the basics and foundation, and upon that foundation, the Lord's going to build you up. But you have to also understand and try to work to understand the spirit of things.
Yeah, like you could read Hebrews 11 all day about faith. You can read it. You can read about faith all day. You can know the Hebrew word for faith. You can know how to spell it in different languages. You know what I mean? The etymology of it. But until the Lord say, "Oh, okay, you think you got faith? Oh, you want some faith?" Yeah. And that angel cracks his uncle's situation.
I was about to say, it's like we actually hold it.
Good.
Yeah, bring it out. Yep.
Bring out Hebrews 11. And the reason I say be more ready to hear, because you have to understand that the Yahweh has a certain plot and like a pace for you. And if you're trying to oversee that, even when you run, if you can only physically run 8 miles an hour, but you're trying to run 10 miles an hour, you're gonna fall and bust your ass. So what's gonna happen is, if you're trying to run further, faster than the pace the Lord has for you, people like the brother said, "Oh, you got it, huh?" He's gonna send a test to you to match where you at. But if you just embrace it in a meek and humble spirit, the test you're gonna get will be exactly what you need. Boom, 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 and you're gonna have what you need built up in the spirit to conquer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't conquer if you kind of overexert yourself in a sense. But really, it's just best to kind of, as the brothers are saying, kind of just digest what the Spirit has for you. Because a lot of times, the Spirit actually have it to where it answers your question.
Yeah, but even in the Spirit, because even in the Spirit got it where you brothers are learning, y'all already have a camp, like a hub camp, where it's brothers for you that's actually teaching us experience. So your best bet, like even learning, like if I was your brothers, I would consistently come under brothers that actually are learned men that actually have a unique understanding concerning the Bible, and apprehend that to actually expose or develop my own understanding in the scriptures. That's the first. That's the first thing, first and foremost. But the scripture says, "Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, and let every man be persuaded in his own mind." So it's all about having a level of self-persuasion when it comes to the understanding of the book.
Yep. That's the spirit. If I could add to that, as far as working out your own salvation, Hey, this is all spiritual because I don't know if you brothers caught wind, but you know, there was a decree put out from the head Apostle Har, and he basically closed off members coming into GMS. You know, and that's the spirit, because now it's on you brothers to work out your own salvation. This has never happened where, you know, brothers, I mean, back in the old school, but, you know, since in recent years, you know, we haven't cut off brothers coming into Great Millstone, but now it's up to you brothers to show your diligence. Are you going to keep coming out? Are you going to still show diligence? If you're on a level to teach the basics, are you going to do that? Like the brother went into, if you know the basics, are you going to set up your YouTube account and start going into the basics? Now you brothers are in a position to improve yourselves. You know, don't let up. Oh, just because I can't join Great Millstone. Still show that effort. You should still want the milk. Still want to come out and learn. You know.
And that's why the essence of this ministry is about study. It tells you in 2 Timothy 2:15, study to show yourself approved.
Yep.
In Revelations 1:4, blessed is he that readeth. Because you don't want to just be on one level. You know, this thing is about, like Scripture says, glory to glory. You know, because you're not gonna know everything. You shouldn't think that, all right, I gotta know each and every little thing about the Scriptures in order to teach. The best thing is to have, if you got a concrete layout of the understanding of certain things, and you got the spirit of teaching, and you got the zeal, of course, then go out and hit it, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
But you got to make sure that you actually know, because it was certain men, even in the time of Acts, that went out and taught, and what the demons and spirits said, oh, Paul, I know.
Yep.
But you all don't know, and they jumped on him and whooped his ass, man.
Yep. We know Yahweh Shai, we don't know you.
Yeah. And then another thing is when you start, and we've seen it in Charlotte. We had a guy in Charlotte. He was in the camp.
Oh yeah.
Next thing you know, now he's in Kemet.
See?
He wasn't rooted.
Yep.
Yeah, really, and no, I'll say this too. Sometimes the spirit is used you to bring out edification for other men as well. You know, because really at this point that we at now in the nation, we're looking at the nation of Israel as a trend, as something to do. That's what the brothers are saying. Like we've seen it. We just giving you counsel as far as things that we've seen and experienced in our walks. We've seen men just kind of overshoot the runway, so to speak. But that's why I say it's just best to really just do your due diligence. And you know, if you have certain questions, look it up. You know, Google, YouTube. You know, search bar GMS chariots. You know, GMS Mark of the Beast. Like, you know, it's gonna reaffirm it in your mind versus kind of getting that spirit of being a terror.
That's right.
Look at that.
God. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 29. The heart of the prudent will understand a parable.
They say the heart of the prudent. So it's someone who's actually doing their due diligence to take care of all their affairs. Like the officers going into, making sure that you're reading, that you're studying, doing videos, that you got a camera. You know, because some men, it was a time men didn't have cameras. You know, didn't have a cell phone they can record on. Make sure you have those things set up before you even kind of get in that spirit and get in that mode of teaching. You know, because Satan will try to put a spirit on each and every one of us to pull our crown away from us. So that's why the brothers are saying, just make sure you're rooted. And really the best way to get rooted is to have the spirit of listening first. Right.
God, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 29. The heart of the prudent will understand a parable. And an attentive ear. Because
parables are those dark, deep sayings in which you have to work and labor to get to understand those things. And really, a lot of times, well, I say sometimes, it ain't even the fact that you have labored to found it. It's the fact that you're laboring, period, and then the Spirit reveals to you what you're laboring for. If that makes sense. It's just a spirit of you seeking certain things and certain understandings and working to get to a certain level. You might not actually find it. You might do a search for GMS reincarnation, but you have a question about the mark of the beast. I'm just throwing it out there. And in that video, they'll touch on the mark of the beast. But it's because you're in the spirit of being prudent and actually working out your salvation with fear and trembling.
God. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 29. The heart of the prudent will understand a parable, and an attentive ear is the desire of a wise man.
Let's say an attentive ear is the desire of a wise man. So if you really want to get to the level where you can go into certain things, the first thing you have to actually embrace is that having that attentive ear. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just, you have questions. I'm just trying to walk you through, certain things that the scriptures say to get to where you are. The question might not, the answer might not even directly answer your question, but in the spirit, it gives you what you need to answer the question. But that's why I say kind of just give it time and just, do what you got to do to, get to certain understandings, and then trust in the spirit, because the spirit is going to fill in all the voids that you have. See what I'm saying? Go to Hebrews 11. Then come back.
Let's see, 1 hour and 20 minutes. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2
That's a new
and verse 2 Timothy 3 and verse this is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High.
It says study to show thyself. I mean, you gotta study yourself to show yourself approved, and it's not to men. You're working and laboring to show yourself approved or worthy salvation to the Most High. So if you're working for an employer, he's gonna give you. I'm gonna say it this way: if you're working for a good employer, he's gonna give you all the resources you need to get the job done. How not much more our Heavenly Father? You see what I'm saying? Really, and that's why I say just embrace the process. We all here embrace the process, and really the best thing is the best teacher is time and experience. Of course, a couple of scriptures, of course. You know what I'm saying? Continue, right?
2 Timothy 2 and 15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, and workmen that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
And I say this, and even in myself, we speaking from experience. When you're a young man, you don't really understand the fullness of what you're trying to get into. As a young man, you make mistakes. And it's like, you get a little older in the spirit, you're like, damn man, why I do that? Yeah. It's just really out of ignorance, because you don't know. You don't even know what you don't know. So that's why I say just to be safe, it's best to just to listen. When I'm personally around men, I try to be as quiet as possible. Because Chris speaks about being judged with every idle word. But when I'm around men that's older than me in the spirit, I try my best to say as least as possible. And that's applying the scriptures. Why? I was on that side looking up to these men for guidance. So why would I get into this circle and then assert myself over them? It doesn't make sense. See, the world, and it's a worldly mindset, will tell you that that's okay. And it doesn't make sense, because we're spiritual men, okay? But this, what Yahweh Shai is doing, this is nothing that he's ever done at any other point in history, in time. You know what I'm saying? So if Yahweh Shai from the beginning of time had it in his mind or in his spirit, pursuing the Revelation 7th chapter, that 144,000 men are going to be risen up to lead this nation. You don't think he got every answer to your question? It's about you having faith and trusting the process. Trusting the Heavenly Father is when he's going to give you everything you need in the spirit, in the flesh, in everything. Because he's the creator of everything. This is all his program. You say you want that? Go to
God. This is Hebrews 11, starting from the top. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
And I'll tell you this, even as far as things we hope for. I can't remember how to write this butcher. I heard the prefix was real heavy there, and I don't want to butcher at the moment. But I'd say this, as far as your vision of what we're fighting for, it gets bigger and grander the more time and experience you have. The vision that you have for the kingdom of heaven is going to be small compared to if Yahweh Shai brings you to the ministry and you're 6 year in, if we still here. Your 6 year end point, I'm just using that for example for a numerical standpoint for chronology. Your 6 year, if we got for that long, your vision of the kingdom is going to be lit. It's going to be way bigger, way vast than your first year. So on, bro. And that's just the way it is. Your vision is going to grow and expand the more you see the Spirit actually work with you. But it's about really having faith. And even with that, you have to understand what faith is. And really, you begin to understand really what faith is, the more that you allow the Spirit to work with you and through you. through experience and time.
And then if you go into that word hope on the online etymon, you know, it goes into confidence too. You know, during this time, you got to build your confidence up. You know, are you hoping for the kingdom of heaven? Are you hoping to grow in the spirit, to be a better man? And Yahweh Shah, you know, are you hoping to be a part of the elect? You know, so these are the things you got to just strive for, man. Continue to keep hoping, building your confidence up, and through the spirit, he'll boost your faith up too. You know.
Yeah,
All right, want me to just repeat it? This is Hebrews 11 and verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
And that's even something like that. You gotta actually take time and try to understand a parable like that. How do you have evidence of something that's not seen? how is it going to be tangible if it ain't even tangible? That's where that hope. That's where that the vision. That's where the vision comes in of you seeing what we're actually laboring and fighting for. We're fighting for something that's insane, man. We can't even begin to speak on what we're fighting for. We just know that we're fighting for it. We just trusting in our powers and the spirit that you put on us to just fight for it. Just throw them jabs, do the pad work, jab, 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 take a hit. All right, you got to buy, man. You got to jab, and you got to duck underneath that punch, man. You got to see that punch coming. But that's where that wisdom comes in. That's where the time comes in. That's why it's really good to be more so in the spirit of hearing versus just, putting certain things out there.
Hey, that was a good analogy. Abba made me set up with the baby. You can't ask something. You kind of get whatever the parents give you. You don't have the option of, can I have this, can I have that, what about this, what about that? Take what's going on there.
This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 34, verse 9. A man that had traveled knoweth many things, and he that had much experience will declare wisdom.
Yeah, these men up here have done certain things in the spirit and gone certain places through the spirit that I haven't gone to yet. You know, I've gone certain things in the spirit that I hope to, that's heavy too. I've gone through certain things that I want to actually give to brothers. But if you guide the spirit in a direction that's counter that, then it's like, well, I mean, we can go there, but really, I'm trying to feed you this, because in the spirit, I trust that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has put the spirit on me to tell you this. And that's why I say you can do it, but really, speaking from experience, it's really just best to be more so in the spirit of just listening, man. Yeah. Because you just don't want to, like I said, even from experience, when you ignorant in a sense, you may do something that's not really with the spirit. You just don't know. That's why it's just best to just apply the scripture. What do the scriptures say to do when you come to the house of the Lord? What do the scriptures say, to do in certain situations? It's just best to apply the scripture because that is confidence. I mean, it's safety in applying the scripture because the scriptures are true.
I'm going to continue on. He that had no experience knoweth little.
You just don't have experience. You're just ignorant of how to do certain things. You just don't know. And that's why that's why Spirit had me say earlier too, if you don't know certain things, really before you ask certain things, try to look it up. Try to do your own due diligence and try to study yourself to show thyself approved. Because I say this too, certain men have a certain we're given a gift or a gift or the charisma to just be smooth with their words, man. Certain men have a gift of persuasion or a gift of deceit, can be very deceptive, in which they'll give you some the words it sound good. But meanwhile, if you don't have the wherewithal and the know-how to go back and compare the man's words to the scriptures, how do you confirm it? Are you just taking it for what he says because it came out and it sounded good? That's what makes it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Jake in the world, and that's why they sway from here to there, because they just go with what sounds good. This sounds good right now. The Islam sounded good right now. Well, Black Power sounded good right now. Okay, but it kind of died down. Okay, Kemet sound good right now. It kind of died down. Right. Islam sounded good right now. Kind of died down. Oh, Israel sound good right now. Okay, well, what about when the family of the word hit? That's right. Are you grounded? Are you rooted in your own ability because you've allowed Yahweh Shai to reveal certain things to you. You know what I'm saying? And even if you're a baby and you just learn how to walk, you have to have somebody actually supervise you, because you might, be walking and grab a hot pot. How many Jake in the world got burn marks from grabbing a hot iron? You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. That's why I just best to just listen. Just listen, man. And if you do have a question, make sure you try to look up the answer first before you present the question. It's just that's really the best way to actually begin to get grounded and rooted and have a foundation, because you're doing the work. Input, output. You got something, Rob?
Yeah, I have something.
Bring it up.
2 Timothy 3:14. It says, "But continue thou in the things in which thou have learned, and has been assured of."
And assured of, okay? Meaning that you want to actually work and labor to learn certain things, but you actually want to, and it's not even just about knowledge. It ain't just about knowledge, man, okay? The scriptures speak about pray without ceasing, and all things give thanks. Let's say you actually get certain answers that you desire in the spirit, but you're not praying to stay humble, to stay contrite, to continue to grow and be a servant. It's gonna get to a point that you're gonna get puffed up, and Yahweh gonna take that from you, man.
Right.
It's more than sometimes it's more than just knowing. Sometimes it's just in knowing that Yahweh Shai got you. Okay? Just have faith that Yahweh Shai is entrusting you, okay, to be a member of his elect. Right. That in itself, you can build from that. You don't have to have all the answers, man, because you're not gonna have all the answers. We don't have all the answers. Scripture speaks about knowing part, prophesying part. I'll tell you this, I don't know the day Yahweh Shai's coming back, because if I did, I'll be counting down every day. But it's about faith. Okay, because some men get to the point they don't even believe in the Messiah no more.
Yep.
Then what you gonna do? Is there more than that?
Yeah, it says,
This isn't even right.
"Continue in the things in which thou have learned and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them."
We've all learned all this through Yahweh Shai. Okay. If Yahweh Shai didn't allow himself to get put up on that cross and be crucified, you won't learn none of this, okay? Because it boils down to what Yahweh Shai said when he was crucified. That upon his death, he's going to release the Holy Spirit to his disciples, and they're going to do the same works. And through reincarnation, that work has continued, okay? So even with that, it's just trusting in Yahweh Shai, okay? Have faith. Do your due diligence. Pray. Fast. You might get knowledge and get a shrimp and pork eating demon on you. and that'll fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You might get the knowledge and get an adultery demon put on you. Because once you get to certain levels, like the Bishop Tasman always tells me, new level, new devils, man. You get to a certain level, you got more and bigger demons coming towards you, man. Which is why you gotta be grounded up and rooted, and it's like the brother brought up the precept, be assured in what you have learned, man. You know, it's more than knowledge. It's way more than knowledge, man. This thing is very, very spiritual. Yeah, more than right.
This is Ecclesiasticus of Sirach 34 verse 10. He that had no experience knoweth little, but he that has traveled is full of prudence.
Full of prudence, because even the travel, okay, and prudence once again going into taking care of your business, man. All right, taking care of your affairs and what you have to get done, period. For you to travel and get certain things done, you got to be prudent. You got to have certain resources. You got to have money in the bank. All right, you got to be able to pay for this, pay for that. You got to have an emergency fund if something go wrong. You got to be able to take off from work. You got to pay your rent. You got to make sure you got trips. You got to take care of all this to have food. You got to take care of all that before you can even get to the point of traveling. Okay? And if you're in this ministry, you got to make sure that the work is done first and foremost.
Right.
That's a lot that goes into this. Like the office Pastor Paula brought up, going to that word yoke, being balanced, Yahweh Shai will give you the balance that you need, or put the spirit on you to be able to access the balance that you need to get it all done. You know? More than that. Get that one step down.
Come, this is Hebrews 5 and verse 12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers.
Yeah, so if you actually want to get into the spirit of teaching, then you have to look up to certain men, okay? And also with that, you have to trust in the Holy Spirit to work everything out, man. All right, to make sure that the building of your ability to teach is all square and flush. To make sure the foundation is square, to make sure that the beams of support are, like I said, flush, to make sure there ain't no leak in the roof, okay? That really goes into the program or the process. It's doing the same thing that the men of old did. Like we brother brought out Romans 15:4. Doing the same thing that the men of old did. And how do we understand that? We understand that by applying the scriptures. Going back to what the men of old did and just walking in that same step.
Trying to continue, it says, ye have need that one teach you again.
Teach you again, okay? Because really, we hope to be of the righteous men who are coming back through reincarnation to teach His word again, okay? So you want to do those things that the righteous men of old did. Take heed to those wise words. Like I said, really to sum it all up, for the conclusion of the matter is, the first, before you get to the 4, 6, 8 year mark, the first thing you do on day 1 is to hope and pray for the spirit of being able to listen. That's before we get to month 6, month 8, year, whatever. Day 1, welcome and embrace the spirit of listening. All right, and trusting and having faith and hope that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to make sure everything's square and flow.
Ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High.
See, that'd be the first principles, man. And oracles means something that's said. That's the first thing that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has said to us, okay? If you want to be a teacher, if you want or desire that office, and really you should want to desire the office that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has set for you. Really, you just want to just learn and soak up and get to the point that you're as confident as possible in your ability to attain salvation. That's really what you should want and desire, okay? But the first thing to get that's way off. Hey man, listen man. God damn.
Fucking gunshots.
Never.
Being circumspect. What's going on, man? This is Hebrews 5 and verse 12. For the time ye ought to be teachers.
See, and this is the time, okay? Because even in the book of Ecclesiastes, it speaks about there's a time for all things. A time to plant, time to harvest, time to grow, time for everything. So it's not even about you trying to desire it. It's just about you saying, you know what? Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I believe that you are the powers, and I just want to do my part in rebuilding this house and this temple to attain salvation. And then trusting the Lord from there. And the Lord's going to work out everything else.
Come and reread it. This is Hebrews 5 and verse 12. For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High.
And just thinking about it in just the common sense type of manner, if you're going anywhere to learn, if you go to college, you got a professor, 300, 400 level course, or grad school, I'm just using that for example. You ain't going in there asking a bunch of fucking questions, man. You're going in there. Before you ask me a question, bro, do you have a pen? Do you have a paper? If I give you the perfect answer, do you have what it takes to actually notate it, to actually be a good student before you can be a teacher? And that go into that's why I had said earlier, just run at the pace that the Lord has for you. Just trust in the process, because you don't want to overextend yourself, because you're gonna end up blowing a hamstring, all right? And you're gonna be moving like that Volvo. You know what I'm saying? Any more on that?
God. And are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat.
Yeah, and it's not about when you're learning. It ain't when you're beginning to learn about the scriptures. It's not about the meat, because your body isn't ready to digest the meat. Your body needs the sincere milk, man. All right, the simple things, the basics. Not eating pork, praying. You know what I'm saying? Understanding how to not commit adultery. And there's even levels of that. Like you being circumspect of not even just checking out certain women all the time, just because you don't even want to open that gate or that thing up. You know what I'm saying? And it's just baby steps, man. Baby steps. And it all begins with having an attentive ear, okay, and being a good student and making sure that you're prepared to learn and retain. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, somebody get James 1 for it. James 1.
This is James 1 verse 4. But let patience have perfect work.
See, patience, man. Let patience have its perfect work. Because even with patience, you're gonna learn, Lord willing, to become more patient as your walk continues. You might come in and be like, yeah, you know, I think I'm patient. But your patience will actually grow because you understand by you just being a sponge, especially being a young man, the Spirit will reveal so many things to you. Like, damn, I just gotta be around. If I'm just around, I'm gonna learn just naturally because I'm around the men of the Lord. You know? Go ahead, bro. Okay.
This is James 1 and 4. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
And see, and wanting nothing, meaning that's gonna get to a point. You ain't gonna really be asking a bunch of questions. The foundation's gonna be laid, okay? And you're gonna you're gonna actually know how to go and seek and find your answers. And then when it gets to a point that you really are at a block, then you know what your you're gonna already have the answer for that. You're gonna know exactly how to go and move to a brother to be like, hey bro, you know, I was studying this. You have an understanding on this. It's gonna all just work itself out, but it's all for the Spirit. That's why sometimes there ain't no perfect answer. It's just a matter of just trying to gain as much understanding of certain scriptures that pertain and moving as best as you can in this wicked society. Any more on that? Okay.
Personal testimony, you know, just like when I had first came out, I don't think I asked more than 2 or 3 questions, you know, before I came in, like, to speak from the personal spirit. There was a question I had for Genesis, the first chapter, and I remember Brother Albert brought it out. You know, I wanted to know what that God meant, you know, what was the breakdown of that in Genesis, you know, and he brought it out, you know, Spirit brought it out. And I understood that was Elohim, you know, meaning the power. You know, in the beginning, you know, this for personal testimony, you know, the Spirit will bring it out. You know, you just be patient, you know, just listen.
I'm just gonna land back off the brother as well when it comes to learning and teaching. We can start with this.
The second Ezra 13 and 29. 39, so like it says, second Ezra 13 and 39. And whereas second Ezra 14 and 39. Then opened I my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, which was full as it were with water.
Oh, so we're gonna bring out Ezekiel 3 and 1 too. Because this is Ezra speaking about how he retained his knowledge. Okay? And this is Ezekiel speaking how he retained his knowledge. And how the Lord made him do it.
This is Ezekiel 3 and 1. It says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go and speak unto the house of Israel.
Exactly. So this is how Ezekiel retained his knowledge and the information that was relinquished to him by the Lord by going and dipping and diving into the scripts. Okay? So he was adequate enough to go and teach. Alright? He had to be sat down, he had to be sat down, he had to eat the roll, meaning read, study, be a studious individual in order to go out and tell his people certain things that the Lord required him to do. So read that one more time.
Ezekiel 3 and 1.
So like Ecclesiasticus 31 and 16. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 3 and 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go and speak unto the house of Israel. Verse 2. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll.
He says, he caused me to eat that roll. When you call somebody to do something, it's almost like in a forceful forceful manner.
Just like how the brother Yadal was saying, when you're a baby, you really don't get to pick and choose, you know, what you get to eat. You just get what you're given.
Yeah, that's something that you call weaned. All right, when you read in the book of Samuel, it talks about how Samuel was weaned. When you go into weaned, it means wrapped up, okay, and nourished and cared for. The mother forcibly puts that infant's mouth on the tip so he can be weaned and be nourished in the correct manner. He ain't got no choice in the matter. He's not knowledgeable enough or has any ounce of wisdom to understand this is what I need. I should suck on this tit. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing when you come into the truth when you first acquire it. All right.
If I may make a quick point, super quick, because really, and even if like you know anything about, I don't have any kids. If you know about kids, because even when you feed a kid, you don't. It gets to a certain point that you don't want to give them sweets too early, because if you give them sweets too early, they don't want the potatoes and the peas and things of that nature. So that's why, like I said, it's just good to move at the pace that the Lord has for you. Because you being young, you might get a spirit of one that's sweet too much and not getting what you need to actually help you grow the best and most efficient way.
And what you call that would be malnutrition. All right. So go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 3, and he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee.
And fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee, which is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Go ahead.
It says, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee, then did I eat it.
Then did I eat it, go ahead.
And it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them.
See, now the whole thing is being played out. Now he done ate, it was sweet to him. Oh man, I know who I am, blah, 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 blah. When you first get into this thing, it's very sweet.
Yeah.
Of course, you go through your bitter stage later. All right, once you become, with much wisdom.
Increase the sorrow.
Yeah. So it says, after he got all of that, the Lord told him out to go out to the people and teach it. You have to get your basis first. You got to be weaned. You got to be sucking on the tit for an amount of time. Like the brother said, it's a spiritual thing that you go through. Okay, you got to get a certain amount of knowledge, a certain amount of balance. The scriptures say, if you can't rule your own household, how can you rule the church of the Most High? You got to get your balance first. All right, so go back to 2 Ezra 14 and 39.
2 Ezra 14 and 39. It says, then I opened my...
Now this is Ezra. It's going through the same thing that Ezekiel went through. Go ahead.
It says, then opened I my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup.
A full cup. Now it's a little different. What went into the mouth, not literally, all right? That's why it says to understand a proverb or a dark saying, you have to go to the wise, according to Proverbs, the first chapter. Now, this is speaking about, again, these scriptures, these words, all right? That drink that he's about to drink is this. That's why it's also referred to as wine. Yeah. Okay? So go ahead, brother.
It says, which was full as it were with water.
Which was full as it was with water. So we're going to do a simile. A simile is something like or as, you use like or as you comparing it. So this is like Ezekiel's full roll that he was eating. They're going through the same thing. The Lord is putting them through the same thing. I'm going to have to make y'all learn mid. Go ahead.
It says, but the color of it was like fire.
The color of it was like fire. Go ahead.
And I took it and drank. And when I...
Just like Ezekiel took the roll and ate. The Lord caused him to eat, and he forced him to eat. It's the same thing with Ezra. He's forcing him to take that cup and drink. Go ahead.
It says, and
just like we have to take the cup and drink. Revelations 14, where it talks about the cup of indignation without mixture. We are taking sips of that right now. We're taking sips, but when we get in Jacob's trouble, it's going to be easier to swallow. Because everybody, the whole world's going to get taken. All right? Like it says in Revelation, the 3rd chapter. Except the difference is, all these other people are going to have to take it straight, the full cup of the indignation. We've been sipping on it, you know? during this boot camp. All right, go ahead.
It says, and had drunk of it, my heart uttered understanding.
My heart uttered understanding. Oh, now he's getting the understanding after he drank, which was what? The scriptures, the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding. Go ahead.
It says, and wisdom grew in my breast.
And wisdom grew in my breast. Okay? Wisdom grew in my breath. You ever held your breath? And you held it long enough to where it has to come out? Yeah. That's the wisdom.
The breath of life.
The breath of life. The wisdom.
Says, and wisdom grew in my breast, but my spirit strengthened my memory.
My memory, okay? Keep going.
And my mouth was open.
Now that's that. The wisdom just done built up so much, I gotta release it. I gotta teach it. That's what the spirit deems necessary for you to teach.
That's it, Doc.
That's what. There's no time frame. There's no nothing. The spirit can see your life. You look like that girl on Willy Wonka, the blueberry.
Yeah.
You turn into a blueberry. You just need to pop that.
Yeah.
And you just regurgitate everything that you've learned.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's when you start beginning to be a teacher. You know, because like Brother Nixon, when you first come in, you just soaking up information, man. You're soaking up everything. That's why it's important to be diligent in the truth as well. Because you're being amongst the Akim, or amongst the brother, and there's spiritual things going on, you just soaking it up, man. That's a very important ability in the truth is being amongst the Akim. It says, and my mouth was open and shut no more.
And shut no more.
Yeah.
So what is it? Wisdom crying from the streets. Other voice.
Chief
Also
places.
says what? Cry loud, spare not.
Yeah.
All right. He could. I got you.
Yeah.
That's the zealous, the zealous, or the zeal that he had. That's what it's like to be in. Now I want to revert it too, because I know both of y'all brothers will ask questions. It's okay to ask questions. All right. Yes, you do your due diligence. You come, you search, do your own research, try to figure out your own questions. But if you can't figure it out, yeah, come to the altar, present your gift. All right? Because everyone's presenting a gift when they come here. This is the altar. According to Matthew, I think it's the 7th chapter, which speaks about if you have pretty much paraphrase, if you have to arc with another brother, you have to hash that out, or it's going to be an unacceptable sacrifice on the altar. Okay, yes, you bring your gift, which is your question, to the altar, and we are delegated and set up to answer that question. We are supposed to answer that question. All right, but of course you don't ask me a simple question like, what did Jacob mean? Man, look it up, man. All right, ask me something, ask something with some force, you could say. You know what I'm saying? Something that you sincerely try to look up, but you still don't got the full understanding of. It's okay to ask questions at the camp. You should have a question every Saturday. If you don't have a question every Saturday, you show me that you don't read. I got questions. I got questions every day. I'm going in 5-6 years into the truth. The scriptures say ever learning. I still watch videos. The apostles and elders still watch our videos. All right? It never stops. It never stops. Just like the prophecies never stop, your learning never stops. Okay?
If I could say, if you didn't have a question to ask, like the brother said, that means you're not able to read. Because all this is new to us, man. We're coming from out of the world and coming into this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It's certain things that you're just not going to get. I had
This is right what you were just saying. Matthew 7:7. It says, ask. It said, ask and ye shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be open unto you.
Salakia, reread that.
It's Matthew.
It's the point. The point is in the first word.
Go ahead,
brother.
Matthew 7:7. Ask.
Ask. You gotta open your mouth, man. Don't be so shy and timid. This is not the time to be like that. All right, the scripture says, what is that? Wisdom Solomon 5:1. You're bold. Stand in great boldness.
Yeah.
In all humility.
Yeah.
But stand in great boldness and humility. Raise your hand. Ask a question that's been been on your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
More willing, we can answer it to the T. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, brother.
It says, ask and it shall be given you. Seek and you shall find.
If you don't ask, ain't nothing gonna be given.
Right.
All right? It's the same thing like the brothers are saying in Matthew 5 and 6. The Lord already knows what you need. You just gotta, he's waiting on you to go ask. He know you need a job. He know you need a place to stay. He know you need food and clothing and raiment. He know it. And he know you need wisdom. Someone called James 1 and 5. He know you need wisdom. Ask. You ain't gonna get nothing if you don't ask.
That's right.
Mom, me.
That's right.
That's right. If you don't ask, that closed mouth gonna get fed.
That's
You
right.
ain't gonna get no damn cookie if you don't ask. That's right. You know you're gonna be a damn demon to go stealing and get your ass beat.
Yep.
All right, keep going on your precept.
It says, and ye shall find, knock, and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened.
And to him that knocketh it shall be opened. But guess who else is knocking at your door? How was shut?
Yep.
Go to Revelation 3. God dang, open it so we can sit and sup with you. That's when you ask your questions. Well, why are we in this predicament? Why do we go through slavery? Why is this the market? Why is it? And he's gonna be like, I'm supping with you. I'm gonna cross the foot or whatever, the leg on the chair. This is why, young brother. Let me tell you, we need enlightenment. All right. So you got James 1 and 4 and 1 and 5? Go ahead.
It's James 1 and 4. 1 and 5. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High.
Man, let him ask of the Most High. Okay? If you're lacking in wisdom, if you're lacking in anything in the spirit, it could be you could lack in something carnally and ask in a very humble way. It's like, Lord, I need a car to get around so I can do your will. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. Even with King David, when he committed adultery, yes he did. When he committed adultery, the Lord sat there and told him, bro, if you wanted another woman, all you had to do was ask, and I would have gave you another woman. That's all you had to do. Lord, I want another woman because I'm burning. Like it says in 1 Corinthians 7. Any man burning that he married. All right? All you got to, I'm burning right now. Lord, give me an aid. Give me a help. I need some assistance at home. These dishes is piling up. All right? You know, I'm just saying.
And the dishwasher ain't working.
Because you know, you got some simple things. He asked, look, what's up? Like, scripture simplicity in your house. All right? It's an analogy. 1 Corinthians 3, I speak you carnal, not you spiritually. Come on, bro. All right? Keep going.
It says, let him ask of the Most High that giveth to all men, that is, the fruit of our lips giving thanks. James 1 and 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High that giveth to all men, that is, liberally, and upbraideth not.
Liberally meaning freely, openly. And upbraideth not meaning he won't talk behind your back. It's confidential. What is that? Patience, patient, whatever, confidentiality. That's what you have between you and the Most High. You and Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. When you go to him, you ask him, it's between y'all two. And that's when you get Matthew, the 6th chapter, or in the 5th, if you fast or you pray in secret, he will reward you openly. Now brothers know what you ask for because now you gave them your wisdom. All right? Just finish it up.
And upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
And it shall be given. But you have to ask first. Come into camp, having a question, that's fine. Ask the question. It's okay. I tell these brothers, what you reading? You know, what you reading on? You got questions? I want to answer your questions. I love being asked questions. It sharpens me. It will sharpen you. All right? Get Acts 8:26. Because this is good. Okay, yeah, come. What you got?
This is go ahead. It's like I must have dropped it.
8:26.
This is Acts chapter 8, verse 26. And the angel of the Lord spake unto Philip, saying, Arise and go towards the south unto the way that goeth down from Jerusalem unto Gaza, which is desert.
So the spirit jumped on Philip to go and do this. Go ahead.
And he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, and eunuch of great authority under Candace, queen of the Egyptians, who had the charge of all her treasure, and had come to Jerusalem for to worship.
Yep. So it's like the church. Okay? If you hold the bag, you gotta high position. It's that in the middle? What do they call it in the middle? Treasury of state, something? Yeah, that's pretty much what he was.
Verse 28, was returning and sitting in his chariot, rose.
Probably was a badass chariot too. Chilling. Go ahead.
Isaiah the prophet,
he was reading Isaiah. All right, go ahead.
Then the Spirit came unto Philip, go near and join thyself to this chariot.
See, what? The Spirit jumped on Philip to be inquisitive. Ask. I see him reading something. Look like he's reading Isaiah. Let me ask. Go ahead.
It says, and Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah, and said, understandest thou what thou readest?
So you understand? You understand what Isaiah? You know, at times it was a scroll, so you have chapters and verses. You understand what it means, and you know the Lord's gonna kill and all that. That's what it says in Isaiah 6. Go ahead.
Verse 31, and he said, how can I?
How can I? Go ahead.
Except some man should guide me.
Except some man should guide me. He said that in the form of a what? A question. So he asked. Yes, ask your questions when you come to the camp. Ask your questions. We are to answer them. Like I say, after teaching, we better be ready to give an answer. Ask your questions. I want you to ask questions. I love when someone asks questions. Tell me you're studying. I appreciate it. Okay, go ahead.
It says,
because if you may ask a question I don't know. Now I gotta go look it up. Yeah. Now I'm well suited for, or got some more understanding. The water. Yeah. Ask the question. Go ahead.
And he said, how can I? Except some man should guide me.
And except some man should guide me. Or teach. That's what we're out here to do. We're here to guide and teach you to the correct answer. The correct way of life. All right, keep going.
And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him.
Yep. We're going to hear some spiritual power on this too. So go ahead.
The place of the scriptures which he read was this. He was led as a sheep to the slaughter, and like a lamb dumb before his shears.
Stop. For y'all to, what was he quoting at?
Isaiah 53.
That's what I'm talking about. Isaiah 53. And that's speaking about what?
Yahweh Shai when he was being persecuted by the wicked Israelites.
There you go, brother. That's on point. That's what I'm talking about. You read, you get put on the spot, you answer a question. That's good, bro. Keep it up. Keep that up. Especially what the Captain Gamal was saying with this decree that came out. Keep it up, man.
Yeah.
All right. Apostle Gabar came out. I'm speaking directly to you, man. Apostle Gabar came out with a lesson. It says about the Garden of Gethsemane, and the title of the lesson was "Alone but Not Alone." Just because you can't come into camp, don't mean you're alone, bro. Yep. You still got the Spirit. All right, you still got your Yahweh Shai. You come out here on Saturdays, you still got us, man. Shit.
Being a man of the Lord is not exclusive to Great Millstone.
That's right.
You're gonna have men of the Lord that are outside Great Millstone as well. So y'all brothers, don't get discouraged thinking, I'm not in Great Millstone. I'm not in Great Millstone. I can't be of the elect. It's not like that. You got the Spirit on you, and the Spirit, and right now the Spirit has it to where it's closed off, but it could be a permanent thing. It could be a temporary thing. We don't know, but you just gotta just gotta keep pushing and see, you know.
And if I can add to your point too, and just because we are a part of Great Millstone doesn't guarantee our salvation.
That's right. That's
You know,
right.
we're the hopeful elect.
That's right.
You know, just because we are in GMS, we're not guaranteed spot on the chariot. Right?
That's right.
Yeah, this is just
That's all I say.
if I could add, this is just the doctrine that Yahweh Shai set up was through the elders and apostles, and we're following this doctrine. So ultimately, men that are following the same doctrine, you know, you can be saved through the Spirit as well. You know, hey, the scriptures say, Yahweh Shai said, if any man believe on me, if any man call on my name and believe, he shall be saved. You know, so if your faith is on a level, then ultimately, if you believe on Yahweh Shai sincerely, then you will be saved.
This is
you know?
this like the brother, the Captain Abu was speaking about. If you really think you have faith, you have to go through the experience and the situations that the Lord presents to you. Okay, this is a situation presented to you to see if y'all really have the faith and diligence and the fortitude to just keep going. Okay, someone give me John 16 and 32. Give me Philippians chapter 3. Let me say like verse Philippians 3 and
I got some real quick if you don't mind.
start at start at 15.
Done. Philippians 3 and 15.
So like, hold that. I want to get John 16 and 32 first. I think it's John 16 and 32. Because this is Yahweh Shai speaking a prophecy unto the disciples, if I'm not mistaken. All right, because when you go into Matthew, the 26th chapter is when he was given up, he was arrested. All right.
Go ahead. You got it.
Done. John 16 and 32. Behold, the hour cometh.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, is now come.
So he said, behold, the hour coming, then he's about to speak a prophecy. Go ahead.
That ye shall be scattered.
Scattered. All right, go ahead.
Every man to his own, and shall leave me alone.
Okay, hold that. Hey, brother. So what is it? What does he mean by this? I'm going to reread it for you.
John 16 and 32. Behold, the hour cometh. Yeah, is now come, that ye shall be scattered.
All right, what does Yahweh Shai mean by that? My brother?
Ye shall be scattered.
Yeah. It's okay, my brother.
Be on your own.
There you go. Okay, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. So it says that you should scatter. He's speaking of prophecy of when he's about to get arrested that night of the Passover, when he was given up. Judas Iscariot, you know, selling out. Okay, what happened to the disciples when they came down on Yahweh Shai? They scattered. They all fled. Even Peter. But Peter, to an extent, Peter stuck around and followed, but from a distance. Now all the other disciples scattered. That's what he's speaking about right here. Keep going.
It says, every man to his own, and shall leave me alone.
And shall leave me alone. He's saying, y'all gonna leave and leave me alone. To the naked eye, it seems like the house Shai is by himself, but what did he say? Go ahead.
It says, and yet I am not alone.
And yet I'm not alone.
Because the Father is with
Because
me.
the Father is with me. That's the same thing I'm relinquishing over y'all. Y'all are not alone because Yahweh Shai in the Spirit is with y'all. Keep coming out. Keep showing diligence. Keep having that faith. So wait here. Is that it on there? That should be good.
Yeah.
I can read the last
Keep
verse.
going.
It's verse 33. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace.
Woo! In me that you might have peace. Now what is that's in Colossians. I think it's Colossians, the first chapter. If someone can find that, it says we get peace through the blood of the cross. Okay? So read that.
It says, verse 33, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace.
That in me that you may have peace. Go on.
In the world ye shall have tribulation. But be of good cheer. I have overcome the world.
Be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. All right. So if we stay in the same stead as Yahweh Shai, and in that same mind frame, what? We understand that we're not alone. Whether you get apprehended in that day, you get apprehended with the group or by your damn self. You are not alone. You are never alone. The scriptures say the angels have charge over you. Okay? Did you find it? Hold on. The angels have charge over you, and the Spirit is always going to be with you.
That's right,
okay? You are never alone. Even if you have to take that walk when you die, when you have to stare death in his face, an angel going to be right there carrying you on along. Okay? Get that.
This is Colossians 1:19.
What?
For it pleased the Father that in him should all fullness dwell, and having made peace through the blood of his cross.
See, it says it pleased the Father. That goes back to Isaiah 53. All right? Because it's talking about the blood of the cross. Isaiah 53 says it pleased the Lord to bruise him. The blood of the cross was his bruising. All right? Keep going.
By him to reconcile all things.
Reconcile, go ahead. Reconcile means to come back together. All right, go ahead.
To reconcile all things
to heaven. That's showing the preeminence of Yahweh Shah. Okay? Go back. Go back. Acts 8 and 20. Where you at?
There you go. Watch the angle too. You gotta back up.
Acts chapter 8 and verse 31.
You're gonna have a lean too.
And he says, how can I, except some man should guide me? And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. The place of the scriptures which he read was this: he was led as sheep to the slaughter, and like a lamb dumb
If it
before
come out
his
again,
shears.
just hold it. We almost done.
So opened he not his mouth.
Yeah, that's Yahweh Shai. When you read Matthew 26 again. He went up, thou sayest, and do what you gotta do, bro. Do what you gotta do. Go ahead.
In his humiliation, his judgment was taken away, and who shall declare this his generation?
That's right. Paul speaks about this in the book of Philippians, where Yahweh Shai made himself a no reputation. Okay, go ahead. It's all about Yahweh Shai, man. If you ain't pushing Yahweh Shai, what you doing?
For his life is taken from the earth. And the eunuch answered Philip and said, I pray thee, of whom speaketh the prophet this?
All right. So he's asking another question. We brought out whatever you ask shall be given unto you in Matthew 7. Whatever you ask shall be given unto you. So he's getting the answers that he's reading in the book of Isaiah because he asked the question. Keep going, brother.
For his life is taken from the earth. And the eunuch answered Philip and said, I pray thee, of whom speaketh the prophet this? Of himself or of some other man? Then Philip opened his mouth and began at the same scripture and preached unto him Yahweh Shai.
There you go. You can stop right there. Did y'all have any questions? A eunuch? Okay. So a eunuch, Paul was a eunuch. Yahweh Shai was like, he didn't really deal with women like that. Okay? That's kind of what it is. I wouldn't say television. I mean, yeah, but yeah. He didn't really deal with women like that. Like Paul, he speaks about that in 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter. He's like, I'm trying to get that real quick. Someone look up the word eunuch. Because also, I think the word officer in the Hebrew, sariyas, it goes into eunuch as well. And it goes into being a valet as well. All right, good. Also, okay, it's a lot there. What do you got? 1 Corinthians 7, start at
1 Corinthians 7:1. Now, it says, now concerning the things whereof he wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband.
Reread the first part.
1 Corinthians 7:1. Now concerning the things whereof he wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman.
Yeah. I mean, and he's speaking, I think he's saying, he's speaking as a man. Because he'll make it known if it's coming from him or is it coming from the Lord directly. But that's just how Paul works. Get the word eunuch.
The word eunuch is Greek, uniquos,
unique. That's probably where you get the word unique. When someone's unique, they're like exclusive, or nothing's like that. Nothing can be like that. You know what I'm saying? Being unique is not dealing with women to a certain extent. Men do with women. That's our natural, our natural, typical. That's what we. That's you know what I'm saying. That's our typical nature. You know what I'm saying? But if there's a man who doesn't deal with a woman, that's very unique. That's very unique. I ain't saying like, hey, shit. From a woman, death. You know what it says it's a rap. You know what I'm saying? Death is hurricane death, man. Is through her we all died, the water. So keep going. Actually, just read the last point to get to the point of the matter.
It says one who voluntarily abstains from marriage.
One who voluntarily abstains from marriage, and the word marriage means to go into somebody. Yahushai voluntarily abstained from marriage, having understanding what he did when he was Solomon. He's like, I ain't dealing with y'all. Paul, knowing what he did while he was one of the high Pharisees, because he says he's a Pharisee of the Pharisees, he was killing Israelites that was preaching Yahushai, knowing that he did that, and then he got the truth, I'm going to try to follow everything Yahushai did. That was not dealing with a woman. One of those is not dealing with women. I'm going to just stick to the work. Just stick to the work period. There's some men today who don't have a woman. And they cool. They just keep preaching the word. They'll get the women in the kingdom. Women, some select plural. Women in the kingdom, Any other questions? That's it? Yours?
Right now.
Going once, going twice. Going 3 times 4. I'm messing with you, man. But hey, yeah, it's a beautiful question, bro. See, I like that. That edified everybody. Charity edified. Even your questions. So with that, we want to give all glory, honor, and praise to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Ruach HaKodesh.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and all and teach well.